how's it going, everyone? It's Myguyknowsaguy here on my sports predictions channel. It's time for Game 7, Spurs versus OKC Thunder. Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals live watch party here. Wait, hold on. I'm here with NBA picks, player props, and predictions. I'll be here for the entire game, even if you're not betting tonight. We're going to watch and enjoy this game together. I know some people are with the Spurs, some people are with OKC. I do have a couple of pregame bets below. I just want to say welcome and thanks for patiently waiting. Was having a couple of tech issues, but I'm Myguyknowsaguy. This is my channel. It's going to be a fun evening of NBA basketball. It's not the only show in town, but it's the show in town. Shout out to the sharpest chat on earth. Drop your picks in the chat, everyone. Let me give everyone a shout out. We're going to go ahead and see if we can add more here. I do have a list of player prop projections. I'm going to talk about the game. Many people are talking about legacies. You know, with these two young teams, I'm not going to talk about legacies, but I'm going to tell you how I think this game is going to unfold. As we all know, the New York Knicks are patiently waiting at home. They have the luxury of resting for 9 days until the NBA Finals begin. So, let's see what happens. I can't wait to watch this game with you all. I'm grateful to be able to do this as often as I have. Shout out to everyone that's been rolling with me into WNBA. I've been posting videos for the last few days. WNBA is off to a great season, off to a great start here on my channel. But we're here for the big show in town. As you can see, Wemby has arrived in the arena. Hit the like button for me. Everyone that's watching, smash the like button for me. If subscribe, let me know your predictions. There's a poll in the chat. Let me just get the chat open. And when the game starts, I'm going to be here for the entire game. I'll give you guys my unique perspective in terms of analysis during the game, commentary during the game, strategy for both teams. I might drop live bets as well. You guys know the drill. So many day ones in the chat. Let me just load things up. The chat is loading. I have so many tabs open. Just give me a second, everyone. Okay, finally. Apologies. My bro, Bank of Dennis, welcome back, fam. EWM community, how's it going? SW Venom, welcome back as well. Redbeard, how's it going? Tasha's rolling with the Spurs moneyline. Welcome back, Tasha. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Drop your predictions, player props, spreads, anything, guys. So apologies for me being late. King XD, P Patrol, Chris Mack, Karma, Jay Wall, Stan Don, Reptilian, Juan Chavez, Zobo, THC Jack. You guys are popping off too. Top Secret, welcome back, brother. You guys are rolling right now. Juan Chavez has the Spurs to win the series at plus 200. Tasha has Chet Holmgren over 8.5 rebounds, plus 107. Juan Chavez also has Dylan Harper over 9.5 points and Shai under 33.5 in a parlay at plus 150. Best of luck to all. You know, we have so much to enjoy as basketball fans here tonight, no matter what side you're on. But vote on the poll. Vote on the poll. Who do you think wins the game outright, Spurs or OKC? Very interested in seeing your opinions there visually in terms of the poll that's pinned in the chat. Take a second to vote there. And who else is here? Karma is funny. Chris Mack said Wemby's unders would be a tough watch. He'll be chucking up 20 shots minimum. Martez Denny, welcome back. He said Wemby getting 20 tonight. Nothing's for sure. Nothing is for sure. Nothing is a lock. We all know that. Nothing is for sure. Nothing is a max bet. Nothing is a lock. P Patrol saying he might live bet the game tonight. So yeah, I see some people might be holding back here. Shane Olsen is rolling with Dylan Harper over 6.5 rebounds and assists combined. Kid 23 said Wemby is taking everything so personal tonight. He's going to block Chet's shot, grab the ball, and stare at the OKC bench for 5 business days. Okay. I see you guys. So let's get into it. Let's see if I can add some more bets. Guys, run up the like button for me. There are so many people, doing their own thing right now. I definitely understand. But the real ones are here live in the chat, asking everyone to smash the like button. And I will put together a player prop parlay for this game. It's not guaranteed to hit. Nothing is guaranteed to hit. But I will put together a player prop parlay that I think will hit. I think we have a good chance to hit with for Game 7 today. But run up that like button for me. I'll pin my Discord link in the chat. And for now, we're going to go ahead and get back to the board. Let me talk about how I think this game is going to unfold, because it does start in about 35 minutes, maybe 40 minutes if there are some pre-game, lineup announcements and stuff like that. But yeah, let me just refresh the player prop dashboard and see if I can start to add some more bets here. I can't wait to watch this game. Really, this is probably the biggest non-finals game that we've seen in a couple of seasons in terms of a non-NBA finals game. The fans, and the media, they've been really harsh on OKC. I know they don't play the most, enticing or entertaining brand of basketball, but it's been really crazy to see the avalanche of criticism from some people that frankly don't even watch basketball. But I mean, their criticisms are somewhat warranted. I'm talking about the flopping and the foul baiting and stuff. But at the end of the day, people are always going to be mad at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, especially if their favorite players cannot stop him from getting to the free throw line. But it's just been really funny to see almost bullying on social media, and just venom directed towards Shai. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I think Shai's a good ambassador for the NBA, even though I bet the Spurs. I have 3 bets below. Spurs plus 3.5 to win a half unit. Wemby over 12.5 rebounds to win a half unit. Isaiah Hartenstein under 8.5 rebounds to win a half unit. I think we're going to go 3-0 there. But regardless, Wemby, when you look at, the complete package with Wemby, he's supposed to be, the best, the ambassador for the league. People want him to be the face of the league. And I think Wemby's going to have a big game today. Wemby is on his way to being the face of the league. I just did not like when Wemby elbowed Naz Reid in the head, guys. I cannot get that image out of my head. And Shai, he doesn't have to do stuff like that to prove a point. I'm just going to throw that out there. And then let's see what you guys are saying about the game. Yep, Chris Mack, thanks for reminding me as well. I always remind you guys, someone somewhere needs to hear this message. If you are involved in sports betting, bet responsibly. Always remember that you're in control of your funds. You can get wiped at any time. We're dealing with a game of chance here. So, Stoner Circle said, I'm being soft. Well, Stoner, you're a longtime viewer of the stream. You have some quality opinions as well. And even if you disagree with what I said, nothing about what I said is soft. You don't elbow people in the head because the refs aren't calling things your way. You can address that in the post-game conference and take the fine. You don't elbow someone in the side of the head and potentially end their career when they have mouths to feed. They have families as well. Wemby is 7'5". 7'5". He could have ended Naz Reid's career that night. I'm a big fan of Wemby's game. And I actually like listening to Wemby's interviews too. Wemby's a cool guy. I just feel like what he did was soft. Stoner Circle. So if the entire Timberwolves bench would have jumped onto the court to fight Wemby, because it'll probably take 2 or 3 of them, would they have been wrong? Welcome back, No Cap Don. He said this isn't the first time the Western Finals This isn't the first time the Western Finals was actually the real championship finals. Well, people have been saying that. They were saying that before the series, that this series is the real Western Conference Finals. I mean, the real NBA Finals. I just don't. I think the Knicks were motivated by that talk. I think the Knicks, they've been rolling. They've been playing high quality basketball. They've evolved offensively. They have the luxury of being rested in the finals as well. I'm not saying the Knicks are going to win it all, but the gap between the Knicks and these two teams that you're going to see tonight is not as wide as people would have you believe. I truly believe that. Stan Don said it's basketball. I bet he'll back up next time. Well, hey, you can use your elbows to defend yourself. I see you guys are defending. Some of you are defending what Wemby did. I understand. It's a contact sport, but one thing we can all agree on is that it was malicious. There was nothing clean about the play. And I'm not saying that Wemby's a dirty player. We haven't seen that from Wemby in the past, so I'm not going to label him as a dirty player. But I'm just going to say that was a dirty play. Are you guys saying that wasn't a dirty play? Does anyone out there truly believe that wasn't a dirty play? But yeah, I'm gonna put together a little parlay here for you guys. I just want to say thank you for being here. I'm truly grateful for you guys being here, all the real ones. Yeah, I'm definitely not saying he's a dirty player. I'm saying it was a dirty play from a player. That's why it was so shocking, because Wemby, that's not his image. That's not his image. Yeah, he has the image of a ruthless competitor. And I respect that about him. He has that motor, he has that desire, he has that mindset. But that play was not reflective of a face of the league. So I'll stop talking about it for now. Even if we disagree, we're not always going to agree on that particular play, and it's still early in his career that I'm not going to say it tainted his career. I mean, many people forgot about it by now. Many people forgot about it by now. I'm just saying, And what else are you guys saying? Welcome back, though, Stan Don, Ryo Hoshi, Top Secrets, Under Pressure, Kid 23, Stoner Circle Like Whoa Finance, Godlike Player. Stan Don said that's why you're on the Spurs tonight instead of your hometown mate. Hey, there are times when I bet OKC as well. I like the Spurs today. I'm going against the zigzag theory, and me betting the Spurs, Stan, has nothing to do with my opinions about Wemby's elbow that could have ended Naz Reid's career. But yeah, we all have our opinions. I think, there's a bit of a window here where OKC could still win the game and not cover. Let me get to the game. Top Secret said it was absolutely a dirty play, but it was also a statement that needed to be made by him. They were saying that he was soft. I'm just shocked that nobody else retaliated. Godlike Player said the Spurs are a public dog. Oh, there are tons of people betting OKC today because they're automatically assuming that the refs are going to be on their side. And I don't think it's going to be that clear cut. I actually think this is OKC's been able to absorb the absence of AJ Mitchell and J-Dub in this series, here and there. But I do think this is the game where the absence of those two players is going to catch up to them. I do feel like points will be at a premium here today, and the fact that they don't have that secondary player that can create offense for themselves consistently. Jared McCain can do it, but he's not consistent like J-Dub, Jalen Williams, and AJ Mitchell. I think this is the game where especially if points are at a premium late in the game, there's going to be just a bit too much pressure on Shai. And then we have to consider the effect that fatigue possibly has on a deep playoff run in consecutive years in this era, where players are forced to sort of max out in the regular season because of the 65 game minimum rule. I do feel like the Spurs might have some tired legs as well. Remember, the majority of their rotation is not used to this going deep on this deep of a run. So both teams are definitely going to be a bit fatigued here. Welcome back, N Cobb. He said Spurs in 7. I see you in the chat, brother. But I do feel like between the two teams, that OKC is the team that just has a bit more wear and tear on them. Back-to-back regular season MVP campaigns for Shai, and going through a gauntlet in the West in two straight years. Although it was a bit easier this year before this series. I just feel like this is the game where the absence of Jalen Williams and the absence of AJ Mitchell, coupled with the wear and tear on this OKC squad, this is the game where it's going to be apparent. Game 5, OKC played a quality game. Game 5, the last time they were at home, especially in the second half. It was a competitive game, but every time the Spurs would go on a run, OKC would create just a bit more separation. And that was the first game in which the minutes in which Shai was on the bench were more productive for them as a team. Their role players, the other Jalen Williams, had a big game that day. Jared McCain, Alex Caruso, Isaiah Hartenstein, Chet Holmgren showed up in game 5. So they actually were able to weather the storm and actually create a ton of separate. They went on a huge run without Shai in the third quarter in game 5. So we have seen that they can play well without them. Yeah, Lewis, I will stream game 7. I'll be here for the entire game, brother. Also drop your bets. But I just feel like today's game is going to be a bit different. Remember, OKC won and covered in game 5. And there were stretches in that game. It was a poorly officiated game. The refs, I'm usually not that guy, but in game 5, the refs were favoring OKC in game 5. I'm a big Shai fan. But and you don't hear anyone say those words. I'm a big Shai fan. You don't hear anyone say that these days because it's trendy to hate the guy for absolutely no reason. But Tony Brothers, I cannot believe he did not grant that challenge call to Spurs head coach Mitch Johnson when he was clearly calling for a challenge on that. I think it was an out of bounds play. And then the momentum just was swung after that possession. The Spurs got to the free throw line, but they had a chance to even win that game. The Spurs had a chance to win that game without Wemby being involved. Wemby, that was his worst game in quite some time. He rectified his woes individually in game 6, where they were able to win by margin. I do believe people are buying into the zigzag theory. OKC covered in game 5, Spurs covered in game 6. So naturally, the refs are going to favor OKC tonight because they favored the Spurs in game 6 the other day. We all saw it. The Spurs fans won't admit it, but the Spurs got all the calls in game 6. And today is a day where I'm fading the zigzag, guys. I'm fading the zigzag, and people think that the Spurs are a public dog. Well, let me tell you guys something. That doesn't mean I'm going to be right tonight, but the public cashes as well. Usually, I do like to fade the public, go against the grain. But let's go back to round 1 when I had the live stream with you guys. So many real ones in the chat. 76ers were a big public underdog. Everyone was on the Sixers in game 7 against the Celtics, including myself. I was on the Sixers a couple other times earlier in the series when no one was on them. But in game 7, everyone said the tide had turned, the tables had turned against the Celtics. And the Sixers are a lock today. That's what people were saying. And they won outright. It was difficult. Obviously, Jason Tatum wasn't playing, but the public cashed. Look at game 4 of the second round. Between the Knicks and the Sixers, everyone on planet Earth with a betting account was betting the New York Knicks that night. And they covered and they blew them out of the league. And the public cashed. And then look at the Knicks against the Cavs in game 4, the sweep game. The entire world bet the Knicks that night as well, and they cashed. We've seen the public cash regularly in these clinching closeout games. But yeah, either way, that doesn't really matter. So whether the public's on them or not, I've made my decision. Let me tell you who I think is going to have a bigger impact. Also, we're running out of time. Let me see how many likes we have. if you're not subscribed to my channel, take 1 second to subscribe. Drop your bets in the channel, in the chat. I'll be here for the entire game. I might drop a lot more live bets, more live predictions, live during the game. So make sure you stick around. Maybe you can watch the game on your TV. Maybe you can keep my live stream open to the side. I want to say shout out to you, the sharpest chat on earth. We've been doing this all season long. More often in the regular season. I've been incredibly busy lately, but I couldn't miss Game 7 with the sharpest chat on earth. Yeah. So I mean, the public, like Will Finance, the public's been cashing with spreads. In the playoffs, they've been getting destroyed with player props. The books have had trick after trick. The NBA, where suspicious lives, on a consistent basis, people have been getting slaughtered with player prop markets. That's why, let me get back into the chat. Drop your bets. I'll give you guys a shout out. I just want to say welcome back to everyone who is here. So we have 121 people watching live. We have 41 likes. If you guys can get as close as we can to 100 likes, I will drop a same game parlay on the screen in 5 minutes. 5 minutes from now. So you guys do your part and smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. While you guys do that, I'm going to just refresh my notes, but I'm going to post my Discord link in the chat for you. Anyone that wants to join my my Discord server, my free Discord group chat, join and make sure you verify or the bot's going to kick you out. Welcome back, Flack. Anthony Mitchell. Anthony likes Stephon Castle to go over 28.5 PRA. Godlike player says 2-1-12. Is that? Oh, no. Oh, no. 212 on the total. Sorry. I was all over the place there. 212. Is that too low? I just don't feel comfortable betting the under in the current environment in the playoffs with how loose the refs have been with whistles. We've seen an astronomical amount of free throws in the NBA playoffs, and many games have gone over. Now, these are two of the top defenses in the league. Won't be surprised if it goes under. But I do believe that line is a bit over adjusted because of, everyone's theory of points will be at a premium and game sevens go under. A lot of these game sevens have been going over. Welcome back, Martez Denny, P Patrol, Like Wolf Finance, Stan Dawn. So yeah, I'm going to pin it right now. I put my free Discord. Welcome back, Matt, Flack as well. Kid 23, all of you guys. Now, if you're on OKC, you're still betting on a quality team, even without two decent scorers in J-Dub and AJ Mitchell. I mean, the margins are thin in this series. Yes, both of these teams have been winning by a decent margin. We've seen a lot of blowouts in this series ever since we watched that entire double overtime classic in game 1 here on the channel. We've seen both of these teams be able to win by margin. I would not be surprised if OKC wins. I mean, they're the OKC Thunder. They're one of the most dominant teams in the league for a reason. I just feel like, today's the day where the absence of those two players is going to catch up to them. Everyone click that link in the chat and join my free Discord. You can also follow me on social media, Instagram and Twitter. It's both are in the video description or in my bio. You guys check that out. Let me go ahead and put this parlay together for you guys. And let me tell you some other player prop projections that I have while I put it together. But I want to get the stream to, we have 135 people watching live right now. I want to see 100 likes. I want to see 100 likes. It's very easy to help a small channel like mine grow by engaging with my channel. Even if we disagree, we all respect each other's opinions here. We're not here to tear each other down. This is the NBA where suspicious lives, but I don't know what I'm saying, but hit the like button. Hit the like button, everyone. Hey, Amaram. How's it going, Amaram? Louis said Spurs win tonight. Let's go, Louis. Let's go. I think they're going to cover plus 3.5, and won't be surprised if they win. You know, a 3.5 point underdog spread is, you know, the margins are going to be thin. So, let me just refresh this for you all. The nuns are in the building. The nuns are in the building. So, I mean, okay, this has to be trolling. I got sent-held. I got NBA sent-held. Wow. Not me. Not anyone but me. I almost forgot the games in Oklahoma City. If you guys see nuns in the audience, let me know. And drop your bets in the chat. Kid23 said Wemby's going to turn the Paycom Center into a library tonight. Like Will Finance said, I'm also a Shai fan, but not as much as Wemby. P Patrol said, I love SGA personally. He's in my top 5 favorite players. Stoner Circle says, everyone seems to be on the under tonight. I don't know about the under. Let me take another look at that, actually. At the movement. So the Thunder, OKC's going back to Cason Wallace being in the starting lineup tonight, as opposed to Jared McCain starting. We do have the starting lineups out. The starting lineups are out. So, yeah, that's the only change for both teams is Cason Wallace back in the starting lineup, Jared McCain coming off the bench for today. And I don't want to hear any talk about legacy. Both of these teams are still amongst the youngest teams in the league. Whoever loses tonight is not going to have their legacy affected. I think that there's just not much else going on in the mainstream sports world in North America. Obviously, there was the Champions League final earlier, shot to PSG, but globally, but in North America, this is the biggest show in town tonight, and there's a lot of hyperbole surrounding this game today. A ton of hyperbole. There's the starting lineups. Yeah, let me know if you see any nuns in the building. Like Will Finance. Tasha said the over has been hitting when OKC's at home. Yeah, I've noticed as well when SGA is getting rest, they really do push the pace. It's not much rest, obviously, but and they do push the pace at home. Tasha, hope you're having a great weekend, Tasha, and everyone. I'm rooting for all of you. Top Football Highlights said Kornet under and Wemby will basically play the full game. Yep, I think the books know that too. His line is 2.5 on some books, Kornet. So, Andre Rogers, welcome back. What's going on, brother? F7 forever in the chat. It says if there's a prop for the finals to go 7, I would smash it. The NBA finals. Yeah, you can bet that F7. You can bet that the NBA Finals will go to 7. Will go 7 games. Juan Chavez says, if anything, this adds fuel to an already bubbling rivalry. Yeah, no one's legacy is going to be tarnished tonight if they lose. It's just going to be we're going to want to see more of these matchups going forward. Unless OKC loses tonight and trades their entire team besides Shai for Giannis. I saw someone tweet that today. I was like, it kind of makes sense. I don't know. Would they panic? Would they hit the big red button, thinking Sam Presti and that OKC front office thinking maybe Wemby's going to run the league for the rest of Shai's prime? Do we hit the red button and trade Chet and all of our capital for Giannis? Who wants to see that? I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Okay. Nothing is guaranteed, but I'm going to put this parlay up. Do we have 100 likes? Everyone, smashed up. We need 34 more likes. Let's get to 100, everyone. Let's get up the stream up above 100 likes. And also, quick plug while you guys do that here, well, you guys can see it. Make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on. I've been posting WNBA picks. I've been spending hours a day researching and making these videos. A lot of work goes into it. It's definitely not easy. That league can be treacherous. There's a lot of volatility, but we're having a winning season so far. I am having a winning season so far with you. 3 straight winning days in the WNBA. Do not miss my videos. I'm posting them. I'm going to post another one, if not for tomorrow, for Monday's games, because tomorrow I'm going to visit my sister. But turn notifications on so you don't miss out. I can definitely help you guys with the WNBA. I'm really into the league, and you're going to see picks here on my channel and predictions that you won't see anywhere else on the internet. And I know that because I've looked. And I'm speaking in general terms. So once the NBA slows down, even while we wait for the NBA finals, I'm going to be betting and dropping predictions videos for the WNBA. Lock in here on the channel. Everyone check to see if you have notifications on. And thank you so much for that super chat donation, Tasha, one of the absolute realists all season long. You've been such a great member of the community, helping everyone win. And even when we're not winning, you're just a positive person. Thank you so much, Tasha. I truly appreciate you, always rooting for you and everyone else here. One of the absolute realists. Thanks once again. Anthony said, new here. Awesome stream from San Antonio. So I'm going crazy with anxiety, but I've got faith. Go Spurs, go. Welcome to the community, Anthony. I'm rolling with your team today to at least keep it close, even win the game. I'm glad that I think the NBA is in a good place when a team like the Spurs is back in the going on deep playoff runs. Some of my best memories as a younger basketball fan were during the Tim Duncan, Greg Popovich. I'm a huge Manu Ginobili fan. Ginobili's one of my favorite players ever. I don't care about the stats. If you know basketball, Ginobili was like an artist on the court. Those were the good old days. But either way, I think the NBA is in a good place when the Spurs are doing well. But at the same time, OKC is a team that even their biggest critics respect what OKC has done to build through the draft, to play the long game, even if they don't play an attractive style of basketball. Even the people that despise OKC, they deep down, they respect what OKC's accomplished as well. But yeah, welcome to the community. Anthony, Juan Chavez said Tasha knows ball. Let me get this on the screen, guys. Thank you so much for hitting the like button. Hold on. No more waiting. Let me get the parlay on the screen. And something tells me this could be the Western Conference Finals again next year. Even if whoever loses today, I think we could see a rematch next year. But obviously that depends on health, right? That's health is the key, right? And right now the Spurs are the healthier. I'm rolling with the healthier team tonight. Simple. Okay, so I have a parlay that I'm going to put up that's not going to be popular, but I'm rolling with it. And you don't have to follow. I'm putting it up right now. Hold on. You don't have to tail. If you disagree, it's going to be bigger odds here. Bigger odds. Okay, here's the parlay. Thank you for your patience. Absolute real ones in the chat, just like DG37 said. as we get closer to tip off here. We only need 20 more likes to get to 100. Smash that like button. And regardless, here's the parlay because we're running out of time. And the 80 people that did hit the like button, I don't want to leave you guys out. That doesn't mean that this bet is going to win, but I appreciate everyone that did hit the like button. So it's a 3-leg parlay. You can water it down if you want. It pays plus 574 on FanDuel. I'm only betting it it's risking a half unit here, but this is it. Spurs money line, De'Aaron Fox 15 plus points, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander 8 plus assists. That's the parlay for me. Plus 574 on FanDuel. And then I'll get right back into the chat right now. So you guys know me, I usually don't bet plays, this sort of long shot play. It's not guaranteed. So understand that there is a risk with everything and nothing is guaranteed to hit. If you choose to follow, it's because you're choosing to hit the button, but this is what I like here. It's a 3-leg parlay. Spurs money line parlayed with De'Aaron Fox 15 plus points. I think Fox and Wemby are going to have big games here, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander 8 plus assists. My other bets are the 3 bets at the top are straight bets, separate bets. Windy, no, I won't be able to show the actual game on the screen, unfortunately, because of you know how that goes. I can't show the game visually on the screen. But the 3 bets at the top are straight bets, and I'm going to be here for the entire game to add possibly add more bets here. So I can't wait to watch it. Games, it's time. Bruce Buffer, guys. Bruce Buffer. Drop your bets in the chat. Sharpest chat on earth. I'm ready. I also want to just ask a question if you guys were interested in it. This is an NBA stream, but once things die down, would you guys like to see live streams with me betting and giving in-game commentary, in-game analysis during MLB baseball and or WNBA women's basketball games? Would you guys like that sort of content as well? Give me a yes or a no in the chat. Give me a yes or a no in the chat. As I have to put my light back in too. And if you're tailing my bet, say tailing in the chat. Let's keep the chat rolling all game. And best of luck to all. I'll stream for the entire NBA Finals. Why is it not? Okay. Sorry. And go Toronto Tempo. You guys see what the Toronto Tempo are doing in the WNBA? Go Toronto Tempo. Zobo said WNBA. Tasha said MLB, yes. Zobo said WNBA. DG37 said WNBA. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Welcome, Neri, in the chat. Storm Neri said Castles. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that on certain nights. I'll do that. I'll mix it up. WNBA, MLB. We'll do some more live streams, more stuff. I do have a plan. I'm going to be busier towards the end of June. But other than that, I'll be here here at home this summer. I'm going to be going on vacation, but it won't last that long. Matt Harris said Ginobili was nice. Blake Severson said, I'm convinced it's rigged, so I'm going Thunder. Welcome back, Blake. Charlavani said Spurs to the moon. P Patrol said, welcome back, Charlavani. P Patrol said, hopefully my Rockets get in the mix next year. The Rockets, man, the Kevin Durant stuff was just crazy in the first round. The Rockets were hot before the playoffs. They had that 10-game win streak. And then all of a sudden, Kevin Durant falls apart, and then he beefs with his own team. Like, what? What? EWM community. He said Sparks plus 3.5. No WNBA bets for me today. No WNBA bets for me today. Yeah, no WNBA bets for me today. I did get tickets to go watch. It's in a few weeks though, like next month, to go watch Toronto Temple play against Atlanta Dream. So I'll be there when Angel Reese is in town, and then I'm gonna go watch them play against. That's in August against the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark. When Caitlin Clark comes to town, they're actually gonna play that game in the Toronto Raptors Stadium, and so I am excited for that. But yeah, let's get back into it. You know what they say, Game 7, two most exciting words in sports. One of my friends who's a big NFL fan, I'm a big NFL fan, he said he's a huge NBA fan, but he thinks Super Bowl are the two biggest words in sports. The two best words in sports. Me, I think World Cup are the two best words in sports, but we all have our own personal preferences, right? Let's get ready to watch this one. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm just logging back into a sportsbook here. 1 second. I'm going to get the scoreboard on the screen, and we're going to watch the entire game together. So if you're watching the game on TV, keep my stream open on your phone or on your, your PC off to the side. What do you guys think are the two best words in sports? Whoa, hold on. What's that? Game 7 starts popping off and some weirdos pop up in the stream. Absolute weirdos. Well, you won't be seeing those anymore. Out of here. To the storage room you go. Tasha said Super Bowl. Keegan said Lions win. Rio, she said flawless victory. Sobo said no spam. Hey, those are good 2-word phrases. What are the best 2 words in sports, everyone? Drop your phrase in the chat. Cash it. Jeff said cash it. F7 Forever said Reed Shepherd dunking on the Lakers was cinema. It was. DG said he bet the Portland Fire team total under 80.5. They're on the second night of a back-to-back. The Fever are 3rd in the WNBA in defensive rating. DG, best of luck. I think if I did bet tonight in the WNBA, I would look maybe at Kelsey Mitchell of the Fever to maybe have a good scoring night. I did have her on my list. Kelsey Mitchell of the Indiana Fever. You might want to look at her scoring props tonight. The Portland Fire backcourt is not very aggressive. They're a scrappy team, but I'm a fan of Carla Late. But maybe take a look at Kelsey Mitchell. That would be my tip for this evening in the W. For the real ones watching the chat, watching the stream. Make sure I don't miss tip-off, guys. I'm logging back in to a couple of apps here on my phone Just let me make sure I don't miss tip off because I want to get the scoreboard on the screen. And I would love to see you guys in my personal Discord, my free Discord. There's an open group chat, tons of great people that you see in this chat. Mark Carpenter, Bruce Wayne, John Bennett, Juan Chavez, Tasha, Jeff, Keegan, Ryohoshi, Zobo. They're all in my Discord. Michael, Sabadine, welcome back. Just Monotone, and many more. There's a soccer chat as well. It's a great place to connect with me and stay up to date with my content streaming schedule as well. We'd love to see you guys get the chat rolling there as well when I'm not streaming. If you want to join my Discord, the link is pinned in the chat. And my bro Redbeard as well. Can't forget Redbeard. EWM community. F7 forever. Okay, let me get the scoreboard on the screen. It's time. Bruce Buffer. Shout out to Bruce Buffer. He monetized his voice. He monetized the phrase. This is the NBA where suspicious lives. Everyone was anticipating Scott Foster to be the crew chief today. I think it's Mark Davis is the lead ref today. So if Scott Foster was the ref today, man, I think Adam Silver would literally be trolling NBA fans across the world. Welcome back, Darnell Lewis. How's it going, brother? He said Spurs money line. Hope you guys are all doing great today. Even if we disagree, I truly enjoy watching these games with you all. So it's so fun. I would love to see you guys here for the NBA Finals. Is it Tony Brothers, the crew chief? We're gonna find out now. But I thought I saw Davis as the crew chief. Bruce Wayne. We're about to find out now, but I think I saw that on Twitter earlier. Hopefully, I didn't get sent-held like the nuns in the building. I thought the nuns were in OKC. Okay, chat. An electric atmosphere in Oklahoma City. I'll give you guys my best in-game commentary. I'll tell you what I see in terms of coaching staff strategy, the tempo of the game, player injuries, player foul trouble. I'll be here to let you know what I see in real time, and maybe let you know what adjustments I think need to be made. If I add any more bets, live bets, they'll be labeled as live bets below. Whether I win or lose, whether you win or lose, best of luck to us. Let's hit a roundhouse kick on the books. Best of luck to us. Best of luck to the sharpest chat on earth. Thank you so much for that super chat donation. Mike in the chat, one of the absolute realists. I thank you so much, brother. He said, what up, bro? Good to see you again. Game 7, I'm on the Spurs with you, plus 3.5. Let's go. Good luck, chat. Here we go. Love your channel. Thank you so much for those kind words and that kind gesture, bro. Let's go. We're rolling with the Spurs, plus 3.5. Best of luck to you and everyone else here. And thank you so much for that, man. Thank you. J-Main34, welcome back in the building. Me and J-Man, we go way back, man. Let me see what you guys said about the 2-word phrase as well. I had another tab open. I want to see what you guys said about the 2-word phrase here. I knew they'd make us wait for tip-off. I knew they'd make us wait. Whoa, the Connecticut Sun are beating the LA Sparks. Shout out to anyone that rode with me last night on the LA Sparks. It was us against planet Earth. No Kelsey Plum, no problem. And you still have time to vote. There's a poll pinned in the chat. You still have time to vote. So I asked you guys, what are your, what do you think are the two best words in sports? Tasha said Super Bowl. Ryu Hoshi said flawless victory. Jeff said cash it. Keegan said Lions win. Andre said game 7. Bruce Wayne said gimme money. Mark Carpenter said Dolphins win. Juan Chavez is hilarious. John Bennett said Thunder easy. Mike Sabadine said wake up to the well, I don't understand that, but Josh just monotone said Shai hasn't gone over points and rebounds in like 5 games. Isn't that a logical pick? And nothing is logical on the surface at this stage of the game. I'll be honest, nothing is a lock either. Shai is due for a big game. Maybe he's going to force it today. I won't be surprised if the 2-time MVP goes over 30.5. But the book shaded his line up to 30.5. It was at 29.5 all series. They're anticipating. I mean, Shai might have to play like 46 minutes tonight. Redbeard, Darnell said Spurs money line. Drop your bets, everyone. The chat's going crazy. Much love to you all. J-Man said, "What's up, my guy? I've been away for a while, trying to get more focused with MLB. I've been the same way, just a bit with the WNBA. J-Man, check out my WNBA videos this upcoming week. I've been doing pretty well with WNBA, and I want you guys to ride along this season." DG37 said the two best words are bets, bet cashed. Yes. Who's singing the national anthem, Stoner? Who was that? Local guy? Was it a firefighter? As the camera showed Lou Dort just soaking it all in during the starting lineups. And we already see all of the theatrics. 15 minutes late. 15 minutes late. So just quickly, while we wait for that, sneaky plays that I might target in-game for players that I had decent projections for. Devin Vassell. I was close to betting Devin Vassell over 12.5 points. Jared McCain. But they've increased his line to 13.5. I do think we might get a better line in-game on Jared McCain. Alex Caruso, maybe for 10 plus. Hartenstein's rebounds. Cason Wallace is in the starting lineup. That explains why his points prop line was 9.5. The books already knew he was starting since this morning. And Chet. But Chet's a player that, I've had him in the storage room. He showed up in game 5, but he sort of got punked by Devin Vassell in game 6. This is a big game for Chet. Chet better learn how to. Where's authorized? He used to be in the streams a lot. If Chet doesn't win, if they don't win tonight, Chet Holmgren better learn how to speak Milwaukee. Chet Holmgren better start looking at property in Milwaukee. I saw that one tweet earlier about Giannis going to OKC and went crazy. And the game is about to tip off. The game is tipping off, it's tipping off. So I have the scoreboard on the screen. You're going to see the live scoreboard. One last time, everyone that just joined, take 1 second to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I'm getting close to 10,000 subscribers. Help me get there. You guys are the best. And let's enjoy Game 7 while we're here. So are we going to get the good Game 7, or are we going to get the Game 7 that's a blowout? Like what the Cavs did to the Pistons in Game 7 in the last round. Ooh. I talked about other closeout games where the public cashed. That was not one of them. The public got destroyed in that game. And you guys can see the electric atmosphere in the arena. You see the haze, you see the smoke in the air. You see Wemby getting some last minute instructions from Keldon Johnson. Where do these things keep coming from? These things in the chat. YouTube's going crazy. This hasn't happened for months. Well, don't worry, I'm removing it, guys. Apologies for that. It's out of my control. Some of these weirdos come up with new schemes to market themselves whenever there's a big event. So, yeah, P Patrol, Tasha. Tasha said, I'm stuck on those two words in sports. For me, it's World Cup. Tasha. P Patrol, enjoy it. Bruce Wayne. Joe Nesbitt, welcome back, bro. Let's go, chat. And we've tipped off in Oklahoma City. First basket belongs to the alien himself, Victor Wembanyama, with the shot off glass. 2 points for Wemby already. And let's see what happens in this game. Let me just make it so you can see the entire scoreboard. And then we have a turnover. Chet Holmgren coughs it up. Devin Vassell with the steal. Stephon Castle picks it up. And we have a foul. Whoa, that wasn't shooting? I think it's on the floor. The foul's on Lou Dort. The foul's on Lou Dort. SK, welcome back, fam. Yeah, I blocked him. Tasha. No more. Still Spurs ball side out. And they get points. The Spurs get points off of the turnovers. It's Devin Vassell with a mid-range jumper. He's a player that I did have projected for a decent performance, but let's see what OKC does with it. They won't have zero forever. This is basketball. Chet Holmgren responds on the other end with his own mid-range jumper assisted by Cason Wallace. The Spurs have it here. They're pushing there's a good energy to this one early on. And Stephon Castle finishes at the rim. 2 points for Castle. 6-2 lead for San Antonio. OKC's ball. Grab rebounds, Wemby. Grab rebounds. On the Guru opinion. Welcome back, Guru. Yeah, Tasha, they're gone. If they pop up again, I'll do it again. Joe Nesbitt said, money making Saturday. I have him I had Wemby first quarter points last game. Oh, you cashed in seconds. The two-time MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, with a mid-range jumper. Signature mid-range shot. That was a nice shot from Shai. Spurs ball. Spurs up 6-4 here. They swing the ball around the perimeter. Stephon Castle scores again at the rim, this time assisted by Wemby. Nice pass from Wemby. Nice little bounce pass there in the low dunker spot. Lou Dort misses at three. And that was a second chance scoring opportunity after Cason Wallace gobbled up the rebound from Fox. Fox bobbled it. But either way, it's Spurs ball because the ball went out of bounds. It was actually an air ball. So Spurs ball. Let's see what they do with it. Thank you for being here. We're taking a bit of time off the clock. Fox with the Wemby with the dunk. 4 points for Wemby. Spurs go up by 6. And he postered Chet. Two-hand dunk on Chet. Or was that Hartenstein? I have to go back. Either way, I'll see it on the replay. Makes it look so easy. Dort misses another three. The Spurs push the other way. Devin Vassell misses a three in the corner. After we got a rebound from Wemby, finally, he's almost 8 feet tall. Cason Wallace actually got a piece of that three. OKC ball. Isaiah Hartenstein, another OKC turnover, forced by Wemby. His first steal of the game, Isaiah Hartenstein coughs it up. Spurs have a 6-point lead, and OKC is off to another sluggish start offensively. The Spurs look alert. They look sharp defensively. And we just saw Wemby dive for a 50-50 loose ball. He got pushed in the back by Cason Wallace, and the effort is there. The fans don't agree with the call. It's playoff basketball, but at the same time, you can't tap someone who is a bit defenseless diving towards the ground. And Dort, after missing a couple of shots, subs out of the game. We have our first Alex Caruso sighting, who is a human wrecking ball, a true DB. Alex Caruso could probably be an NFL player. But either way, Spurs ball off the turnover. Stephon Castle misses the midi. He misses the midi. That was a makeable shot, but Cason Wallace got there just in time. Isaiah Hartenstein grabs the rebound. OKC goes the other way. They score. Isaiah Hartenstein right in front of the rim. His first bucket of the game. I have him to go under 8.5 points. First assist for Shai as well. So for our parlay at the bottom, first assist for Shai. We need 8 for that plus 574 parlay. I rarely bet large odds like there. It's not large to some, but and De'Aaron Fox splashes a 3. No one bet De'Aaron Fox. He's Mr. Storage Room. Hopefully not tonight. He has his first bucket of the game. It's a 3. And then Fox steals the ball. OKC turns it over again. That's a problem for them early in this game. But they failed to capitalize this time. Devin Vassell missed a makeable shot for him, a 3. Hartenstein grabs his second rebound, and OKC scores. Shai with the bucket. 4 points for Shai. This time it's a floater right at the rim. And that last 3 that Vassell missed, I mean, he was wide open. He could have waited 2 or 3 more seconds, and there wasn't a defender in sight. Let's see what the Spurs do with it. Bang! It's Champagnie. Champagnie with the 3. 2 assists from Fox. Fox is stabilizing things here in the half-court sets. Fox looks sharp. That injury, the ankle injury, looks to be. Fox looks sharp right now, guys, defensively and offensively, and they need that. They need that. And we have. Sorry, my screen froze. Let's go! Stephon Castle with the putback dunk. And the Spurs bench is hype. Timeout. OKC. San Antonio. Up by 10. They punch first in Game 7 of the NBA Western Conference Finals. Let me catch my breath. What's the chat saying? Let's keep the chat rolling. What are you saying, chat? How do you feel? Welcome back, Jay Darby. Said a horrible turnover from Shai. Let's keep the chat rolling. King XD said, yeah, I use FanDuel. I use a bunch of different sports books. I'm in Ontario. I'm in Toronto, Canada. There are like 30 regulated sports books to use here. So, I mean, I probably have accounts with more than half of them. But I do use FanDuel quite often. I just had to send a tweet out. Much love to you all. Thanks for being here. That was a breakneck start to the game. Fast-paced start to this basketball game. I'll let you know if I place any live bets. They just showed a replay of the no-look pass from Wemby. And we're back from the timeout. We are back from the timeout. Cason Wallace missed a three. They get an offensive rebound, his own rebound. Jared McCain missed. Cason Wallace hit a three. 2 second chance scoring opportunities in the same possession. And let's see what the Spurs do with it. Up by 7 now. We've reached the midway mark of the first quarter. Bang! Devin Vassell with his first 3 of the game. Vassell with 5 points, assisted by Castle. And the Spurs go up by 10. Back up by 10, I should say. Caruso. This is a fast-paced game, guys. I don't think this one's going under. It's really early, though. Caruso just hit his first layup of the game. 2 points for Caruso. Spurs up by 8 again. And 1. Stephon Castle. Another basket at the rim, and he's going to the free throw line. He baits Shai into a foul call, and Stephon Castle is having a spectacular start to this basketball game. Another turnover from Isaiah Hartenstein, his second of the quarter. Julian Champagnie. And the Spurs score again off the timeout. Off the turnover. It's Champagnie with the 3. And the Spurs role players have arrived. It's a 14-point lead in the first quarter. And OKC's in big trouble. The Spurs are in control of this basketball game. They do get the crowd back into it just a bit here with that first bucket from Jared McCain. And right now, when you look at the lineup on the court, there aren't many players that can create consistent offense for OKC. Dylan Harper is back in the game as well for the Spurs, and I don't like what I'm seeing from them. But hey, Jared McCain just shut me up temporarily. He back-to-back buckets for McCain. It's a 3, a well-timed timeout from San Antonio. Timeout Spurs after that outburst from Jared McCain. So it's back to a 9-point lead. We still have a long way to go, but this is a high scoring first quarter, and the fans love what they just saw from Jared McCain, who came off the bench today. A bit of a head scratcher there. Cason Wallace started the game, but it doesn't matter now. It's all about how many minutes you play. It doesn't matter who starts. Are you guys enjoying Game 7 so far? And you never know, they can slow down at any moment, but 212 pregame total, it's too low. It's too low for these two teams. In my honest opinion. Jacques Andrew, welcome back. He said, I have Spurs to win with SGA under 30.5 points. Looking okay so far. Best of luck. King XD said, OKC's roster is different every night. Only one reliable player is SGA, I think, other than Caruso or Holmgren taking turns. Godlike player said the live total is 221 now. I think it goes over. I just want to see if they do slow down when Shai comes out of the game. Yep, greetings to you, Jay Darby, just like Tasha said. P Patrol said, if this game 7 was in San Antonio, they'd be blowing them out with that OKC home crowd is going to be a close game. Yeah, it's really, I turned the volume up just a bit on my my headphones here, and I mean, this is a, do you guys hear the crowd? This is one of the loudest crowds I've heard in the entire playoffs this season. I don't know if they're artificially pumping noise into the arena like the New Orleans Saints did in the NFL like 5 years ago when they got fined. No, I'm just joking. But this is the loudest crowd I've heard in the entire playoffs. I have to. Maybe one of those Knicks games was close to this. Maybe one of the New York Knicks games. I forgot which game that was. I think it was game 1 against the Sixers. That was really loud too. But this one here, I mean, you guys are watching it, so you guys don't need me to tell you that. This crowd is amazing tonight. And that's to be expected. Both of these teams have great home crowds. And I do see the score you guys are talking about. The Portland Fire are up by 14 points against the Indiana Fever. I saw them play in person, man. That's a scrappy basketball team. They're not that bad, you know. They just need to work on their bench a bit. Bridget Carlton is a monster. Shout out to Bridget Carlton. And we have a turnover from Chet. But then Stephon Castle coughs it right back up. Back-to-back turnovers for each team. And Shai is going to the line. First trip to the free throw line for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In the game 7 where they're down by 9 at home early in this one. And the free throw line can be the great equalizer here. And that's a foul. That's a foul. Even his haters will admit that was a foul. Dylan Harper was flying sideways there. And Fox is checking back in. Fox is the stabilizing force here in terms of the turnover output. Stephon Castle is a future All-Star. He's made a lot of people believers, but he does have a turnover problem. And Fox just subbed into the game for Stephon Castle. Jay Darby said OKC will not sell tickets to Texas residents. Bruce Wayne, do you think that was a late whistle? Yeah, Fever down by 15. EWM, did you see my WNBA videos? Okay, either way, Shai made both free throws. Wemby missed a long two. A long two missed by Wemby. Shai grabs the rebound, OKC ball. We have just over 3 minutes to go in the first quarter of Game 7 of the WNBA Finals. Shai he missed a three. Jalen Williams grabs the rebound, and OKC is cleaning up on the offensive boards. But they don't capitalize this time. The other Jalen Williams misses a three. Devin Vassell grabs the rebound, and the Spurs go the other way. The Spurs were just up by 14. They've had that lead cut in half over the last 3 minutes of regulation. But it is Spurs ball, and they've gone a bit cold here. So things are slowing down here just a bit. And Devin Vassell misses another mid-range jumper. He's 2 for 6 from the field. 6 first quarter shot attempts from Devin Vassell. OKC ball. And Jared McCain attempts a quick three. He misses. Here comes Chet with the rebound. Another offensive rebound for OKC. This is something to keep an eye on going forward. They are out hustling the Spurs on the boards, and this is with Wemby on the court, chat. Wemby's been caught out there on the perimeter, and that was a tough sequence from Chet. And Keldon Johnson commits the foul right after Chet grabs the board. But they don't capitalize. Kenrich Williams off the bench missed a three, and OKC's letting it fly from three. The Spurs go the other way. And Dylan Harper scores his first bucket of the game at the rim. The Spurs are doing pretty well in the paint and offensively. And Dylan Harper, that was a nice move there. That was a vet, old school move from the rookie. Did you see the body control, the turnaround post move? The old man playground move there to manipulate the defense from Dylan Harper. SGA misses the shot off glass. Spurs go the other way, and Devin Vassell is going to the free throw line. Breakneck speed to this one, but things have slowed down a bit in terms of the overall scoring output over the last couple of minutes after a ridiculous start to this one. Guru said Wemby is a 7-foot Dirk, no post moves. He needs to work on his post moves. People are trying to find a flaw in his game. Wemby has post moves against inferior defenders because of his size, but he needs legit post moves where we feel like he's actually manipulating the defense. A lot of the times when Wemby is scoring in the post, it's due to because of the size mismatches, you know. So, and he dominates. He's great at recognizing those mismatches, but he needs to get in his bag. He needs to get in his bag going forward. I know everyone wants to praise him as the greatest player of all time. Wemby has not won a championship yet. So, I think Wemby is on a trajectory towards being the face of the league very, very soon. You know, like maybe now even, if he wins tonight. But Guru said Hartenstein is the Wemby stopper. He definitely seems to frustrate Wemby. Jay Darby said guy at my work the other day had to change to get to the game. Wow, Jay Darby. Jeff said smack the OKC money line again. And Stephon Castle, Harrison Bard sub in for Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell, and Isaiah Hartenstein is subbing in for Chet Holmgren. Another offensive rebound, and this time they score. OKC on the offensive boards. Kenrich Williams with the putback layup after the missed Alex Caruso 3 to cut that Spurs lead to single digits. And we have under a minute to go in the first quarter, chat. Under a minute to go. King XD. Yeah, I play NBA 2K. I want to do an NBA 2K online league. I've been saying that. P Patrol's interested, I know that. King XD, would you like to join? Who wants to join my NBA 2K online league? Everyone gets to pick a franchise and run their own franchise against each other. I'm going to launch that in the next day or two in my Discord. Guru said Hartenstein is the Wemby stopper. DG37 said he'll join. Okay, let's go, DG. DG37, are you in my Discord? If you are, what's your name? I'll send you a message too. And P Patrol, I'll reach back out to you. I know Tatu Spam and a couple other people want to join the 2K League. When things die down a bit, we'll have more time to do that, right? So, you know, it's going to be a realistic league. We're going to be able to do trades and draft against each other. So, I'm on PS5, King XD. I only have time for like 2 games a week, though, just being completely honest. Like you said, yeah, I mean, 2K26 is worth getting. It's like $20 now. King DG, okay, I'll look for you in the Discord, DG. Bruce Wayne said, "My heart says Spurs win it all this year. I don't care. I'm sticking to my guys, to my guts." Okay. Technical foul. And they're actually reviewing this. So. It might be a flagrant foul on Wemby. He elbowed. It's no flagrant foul, but it is it's an offensive foul on Wemby. So it's a Spurs turnover. No flagrant, but regular foul on Wemby. Hey, Bank of Dennis, how's it going, fam? Illmatic, yeah, it's a great game so far. Illmatic said, best of luck, Dennis. Illmatic said under 56.5 for first quarter total. Best of luck, Illmatic. Yeah, Wemby didn't mean to do that, but it, but it's not a flagrant, but you guys saw what happened. His arm was a bit high. Hartenstein he's an aggressive player that gets away with a lot of fouls himself, but he also is not really known for flopping. So, but either way, Wemby hits the free throw because there's a technical foul call on OKC's head coach. And he's letting the ref hear it still. Might as well get his money's worth. And Wemby knocks down the technical foul shot. Likewell Finance says it was incidental contact. Yeah, but even incidental contact, if your elbows are raised, refs are trained to protect the defender or the player that's being elbowed. Unless the defender initiated the contact first. So in that instance, I think it was the right call, but either way, the Spurs are up by 10, so I want the Spurs to cover. Yeah, we're going to do fantasy draft, King XD, in the 2K League. And a highly impactful performance off the bench so far from Jared McCain. He knocks down the rebound. He knocks down the three. And guess what? It was off another offensive rebound for OKC. Isaiah Hartenstein with 4 first quarter rebounds. And after the first quarter ends here, excuse me, guys, I'm going to check to see the offensive rebounding differential here. Yeah, this is a long quarter. Tons of whistles, 2 aggressive teams, tons of whistles going both ways, and you're just going to see these long games between these two teams that just take forever to unfold. I mean, you're so many free throws, so many reviews, so many bitterly contended moments. Okay, here it is. Offensive rebounds in the first quarter, 7 for OKC, 1 for the Spurs. And which team has the 8-foot alien? The Spurs. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. How about 13 3-point attempts from OKC in that first quarter? Yeah, the Fever are down by 19. I can go to that quickly as well. I'm going to have this up when I do WNBA streams so you guys can see it on the screen. So I'm going to have this up when I do WNBA betting streams. I did say Kelsey Mitchell to go for her points. What's Kelsey Mitchell doing? Did I pass her? She has 4 points. I think her line was like 18, or I think her line was like 20 and a half, actually. But either way, let me get back to the NBA game before someone complains. I can't believe my Toronto Blue Jays were up. They coughed up 5 runs in the bottom of the 9th today against the Orioles. Jeff Hoffman needs to be traded to the Colorado Rockies. Worst closer. If it wasn't for Jeff Hoffman, my Toronto Blue Jays would be World Series champions last season. We all saw it. We all have eyes. Spurs came to play, yeah, at least for a quarter. Bank of Dennis. EWM. Squad Hawk, welcome back, fam. Jay Darby said OKC still down by 7. Yeah, they are. Because of the turnovers. Let me go back to it. Yeah, 6 turnovers to 3. OKC is on the wrong end of that differential. Nine points in the first quarter from Stephon Castle. 3 points from De'Aaron Fox. 2 steals, 2 assists. Three rebounds for Wemby. 5 points. 6 points with 2 threes from Champagnie. Devin Vassell had a big quarter. 7 points there. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has 6 points, 3 assists. 8 points for Jared McCain. Jared McCain had a huge quarter. How do you guys feel about that quarter? Who wins? Vote on the poll. I think that they're waiting just because we're still sort of in the first half of the MLB season. I think the Blue Jays are waiting to see maybe if he can increase his trade value. Maybe he turns the corner and we dump his contract off on a sucker. Keegan said, try being a Tigers fan. Yeah, the Tigers, man. I mean, they're going to trade Scooble. No more baseball talk for now. Back to the game. Yeah, today, his stock plummeted today. And the second quarter has begun, Jat. Let's go. And OKC has it. And they score on their first possession. Shai with a mid-range jumper. The MVP has 8 points. Assisted by Isaiah Hartenstein. That was a nice step back mini on Wemby to create some separation. Spurs have it here. I think the Spurs are under a bit of pressure here. They're up by 14. They need points. Their offense needs to get things rolling here. And they do. Dylan Harper with the 3. 2 assists from Stephon Castle, the future of the Spurs backcourt on display in that possession. And Dylan Harper knocks it down and the Spurs go back up by 8. OKC ball. Second quarter. Game 7. Western Conference Finals. Alex Caruso missed the 3. That would have been another assist for Hartenstein. That was a wide open 3 for Caruso. And Hartenstein commits the foul on the Spurs rebound attempt. The foul is on the floor. Spurs ball up 8. Stephon Castle misses the 3. It's OKC's ball once again. OKC has it. Jared McCain probing. Gives it back to Caruso. Top of the key. He has Champagnie matched up with him. Here comes Isaiah Hartenstein with the switch. Chet Holmgren breaks someone's ankles accidentally. Jared McCain misses the jump shot, and we have a foul on the floor on Wemby. Second foul on Wemby, chat. It was on a rebound attempt. He was holding Hartenstein. And OKC scores after the Wemby foul. It's Isaiah Hartenstein. 4 points, assisted by Cason Wallace, and OKC trails by 6. Another foul on the floor on Champagnie. Uh-oh, Kelsey Mitchell has 8 points for the Indiana Fever. Back to the game. OKC inbounds the ball, and it goes out of bounds. It's still OKC ball. The ball is knocked out of bounds. Like World Finance said in the chat, said the Spurs need to keep pushing the ball and put pressure on OKC. Jared McCain is doing very well right now. His awareness on the offensive side of the court is peak. A mid-range jumper from Jared McCain, and he got the memo that there's a Game 7 being played today. 10 points already for McCain. He's taking a ton of pressure off of Shai. Okay, we got a bucket from De'Aaron Fox. It's a floater from Fox. Can he get to 15? I rarely bet on Fox. I don't like to bet on him, but today I did in that parlay at the bottom. Can we get Fox 15 for the parlay? Shai has a few assists. It's also worth noting that Shai is on the bench, so these are non-Shai minutes. These are non-Shai minutes, chat. And Wemby hits his first 3 of the game, assisted by Dylan Harper. Victor Wembanyama, the unblockable jumper. And the Spurs go back up by 9. Top Football Highlight said, finally a Wemby 3. EWM said, here comes OKC. Geraldo said, what's up? How's it going, Geraldo? How's it going, brother? Bruce Wayne said, I'm convinced Spurs win because they figured out Caruso. Caruso missed a couple of wide open shots, too. It's crazy, too. When Fox hit that shot, he stepped out of bounds and they got away with it. The Spurs got a call. Not even the Spurs got a call, but the refs missed the call. That was big for us. Who wins? Who wins, chat? Everyone in the chat, type one team or the other. Who wins, Spurs or OKC? Type it out in the chat. I'll give you a shout out. Yeah, Fox missed. Yeah, Fox stepped out of bounds. And it wasn't like barely, Dennis. He clearly stepped out of bounds. Like his entire foot was on the line. You saw that, right? Welcome back, Tasha. You need one more 3 from Wemby? Yeah, you bet over 1.5. I think you're cashing. Let's go, Tasha. All positive vibes. Geraldo said Spurs. DG said Spurs. King XD said OKC. Speak your mind. Welcome back. He said Spurs. Keegan said Spurs. Guru said OKC. Bank of Dennis said Spurs. Jay Darby said Spurs. Jay Wall said Spurs looking good. I mean, I know it's easy for me to ask that with them being up by 9, but Squad Hawk said Spurs. Big Facts News says OKC. Okay. We're some support for both sides. If you did not hit the like button for me, chat. Take 1 second, hit the like button. Help the stream get up over 100 likes. Smash that like button. Hey, Mark Carpenter, he said one team or the other. Yeah, because there are only two teams playing. You caught that, right? My bro Mark in the chat. Juan Chavez says Spurs for life. Joe Nesbitt said Spurs. Tasha bet Spurs moneyline. I do remember that. Let's go, Tasha. Let's go. I'm on plus 3.5. Let's see what happens. Geraldo said my only bet is Spurs plus 6.5 on an alt line at minus 163. I think you're cashing. Juan Chavez said Spurs. Okay, we're back from the timeout. Let me get the scoreboard refreshed. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys, during the game. And we're back from the timeout. And this is the trend of the game for OKC so far. They miss a layup or they miss a shot. Caruso missed a layup. And a player comes crashing in to grab an offensive rebound, and they score. It's a putback layup for Jalen Williams to cut that lead to 7. And Wemby has those fouls on. He's on the bench. And Shai is subbing back into the game, and so is Devin Vassell. No way, Stan. Yeah, I hope they cash too, but you have to be careful with the amount that you're betting. And Chet blocked Dylan Harper, but OKC fails to score in transition the other way. That was a good defensive play from Chet on the other end. Carter Bryant scores for the Spurs. They go back up by 9. Another nice assist from De'Aaron Fox, and the rookie from Arizona is on the board. And guess who's going back to the free throw line? It's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. EWM said OKC. Joe Nesbitt said Cason Wallace 15.5 PRA is cash. Let's go. He's at 10. Let's go, Joe. Best of luck, bro. And Shai missed the free throw. First foul on De'Aaron Fox. And Shai missed both free throws. You almost never see that. You almost never see that. Whoa. And we catch a big break. And it could be a 4-point swing because Luke Cornett is going to the free throw line on the other side of the court, chat. He tried to... And Luke Cornett is going to the free throw line. They have a chance to go back up by double digits here. And they do. Luke Cornett makes the first free throw. But Shai responds. Cornett makes both free throws. They went up by 11. And Shai responds with a 3. 11 points for Shai. OKC might need him to be more selfish. And we're trying to will them back into this. But I like what I'm seeing from the Spurs here. Our Spurs plus 3.5 bet is off to a great start, and the Spurs call a timeout. And that's something that head coach Mitch Johnson does very well. No coach in the league uses his timeouts the way Mitch Johnson of the Spurs does. Usually teams wait until the bleeding is done and to call a timeout, you know? He uses his timeouts as a preventative measure. When he anticipates a run. So if, let's say, the Spurs are playing really well for a few minutes and then all of a sudden they miss a shot and then the other team hits a basket after the Spurs were on a good run, he'll call a timeout there to just stop them from even being able to get their momentum. He's been doing this like ever since he became their head coach. It's actually crazy. No one else does that. Everyone else does it when an avalanche happens. Yeah, or just, good timing. Yeah. Even when Luke Cornett was at this in Boston, he didn't play very many minutes there, but he was an effective player when he did play, according to the advanced metrics. And it's actually because of his defensive metrics that the Spurs acquired him and decided to move on from Sandro Mamukelashvili, who joined my Toronto Raptors. And Luke Cornett, as a stabilizing force, as a backup center, has paid dividends for this Spurs team. He's a great defender. Welcome back, Little Monster. How's it going, fam? Good evening, brother. I hope you're doing well, bro. Enjoying the action or what? I know you're all over the place. Stan says, I'm a Celtics fan from Massachusetts, and he was bad as a Celtic. Okay. Thanks for the insight, Stan. Mark Carpenter said, have we had a Lou Dort sighting in this game? I have him over 4.5. Lou Dort was in the game. He started tonight, and he went over 2 from 3 in the first 3 minutes and hasn't really played much since then. But he did miss 2 shots at the very beginning of the game. Mark Carpenter. P. Patrol said SGA missed 2 straight free throws. I've never seen that before. Me neither. At least not recent, not in recent memory. Matt Olson just hit a home run for the Braves to the side. I appreciate you, Monster. Thank you so much, fam. Thank you so much, brother. I hope all's going well with you, fam. Okay, so we're back to the action. Wemby misses a shot attempt at the basket. Had to do a bit too much there. OKC fails to score. Jalen Williams misses a midi. I don't think they want him taking that particular shot. Another offensive rebound off the Shai miss from Jalen Williams. Lou Dort's on the court, Mark Carpenter. And Shai with the dunk. The fans are into it now. The fans are into it now, chat. Shai with the dunk. Andre Rogers just bet Chet 9.5. Broken camera from welcome back. He said, hope everyone's doing well. No plays for me. I'm just enjoying the game. Nothing wrong with that. We don't have to bet every day. And welcome back, brother. Mark Carpenter, Little Monster said, I'm on Strawberry Bailey tonight. It hit 6 out of 8 home run calls last night. I'm still best of luck. And Chet's going to the line, chat. Chet's going to the line. Is the momentum shifting here? Is the momentum shifting here? Wow, now Chet misses both free throws. Chet misses 2 free throws, and so does Shai earlier in the quarter. And hopefully for them, that doesn't come into play. But for us Spurs spread bettors, that's excellent. We love it. Spurs ball going the other way. And we have a foul on the floor on Jalen Williams. Andre said, are these boys are they nervous? Everyone seems to be on edge on the court too. Just like anytime the ref blows their whistle, they don't agree with it. I mean, some of these, you can't say every call is a bad call. I mean, every time they blow their whistle, they're looking at the ref like, I knew it. My conspiracy theory was confirmed. That's how they're looking at the ref right now. And they've whittled that lead to 4. Shai is doing the heavy lifting at the moment. SGA has 15 points after a signature mid-range jumper. And how many times have we seen him hit a shot from that spot of the court? And the Spurs are only up by 4. And their offense hasn't been as efficient in this quarter. Devin Vassell misses a contested Stephon Castle with the putback layup. OKC pushes, and Jalen Williams scores back to consecutive buckets here out on the open floor. And let's see if that ignites something for the Spurs on that last possession. That was a good hustle from Castle. Wemby missed a shot close to the basket. Dylan Harper grabs the offensive rebound, and Wemby missed the 3. So Wemby's only 3 of 7 from the field, chat. Wemby's 3 of 7 from the field. And Shai's in his bag. It's an 11-2 run for OKC. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with another mid-range jumper. And he's definitely playing like the MVP in this quarter. 17 points for Shai, and it's only a 2-point lead. The OKC is clamping down defensively, and Wemby is doing nothing. Wemby is doing nothing. Crowd's going crazy. De'Aaron Fox and Keldon Johnson are going to sub back into the game at the next stoppage. We have a turnover. We have a turnover from Alex Caruso. It was another missed basket from Wemby before that, but Wemby forced the steal. Spurs go the other way. Stephon Castle's going to the free throw line. They need something just to take the crowd out of it for a second, because it seems like everyone's on their feet screaming in the crowd. Free throws for Stephon Castle, who was fouled by Alex Caruso at the rim. And that was a hard foul. Stephon Castle did not like it. That was a hard foul, but it was a basketball. It was just a good old-fashioned basketball play, in my opinion. I think Castle's on edge. They're going to review it, though. Castle told the ref, and the ref's going to review it. Some dry snitching going on. No, I'm just joking. Basketball. No one wants to get hurt, right? But Stephon Castle's furious. Here's another angle here. Let's see what that was. That was a really hard foul. That other angle, I think I'm on Castle's side. At first, I thought it was just a regular hard foul. The other angle, it looks like he didn't have to hold him that long. You know, he tried to make sure that he missed the and one opportunity. That was like Caruso held Castle for just a split second too long. I think he crossed the threshold into pulling him down, like Jay Darby and Keegan just said. Scorpion, yeah, Wemby's not playing well. I'm just being honest. Another player who might not be Wemby, this might be a good game for them, but not Wemby. It's not a good sign here. I'm not sure if this is going to be upgraded to a flagrant foul. This particular situation has been 50-50 in the playoffs. Sometimes we just don't know what the thinking process is for these refs. But for me, that's a flagrant. That's a flagrant. Yeah, Scorpion, yep. Guru said, get up and shoot free throws. He said, Wemby's average. So it's a regular foul, no flagrant. No flagrant foul. 2 free throws and that's it. So all of us lost the argument. Guru in the chat just beat us all, Tasha. Just joking. He did yank his arm, though. Little Monster said, I'll take a look at those home runs if there's still time. And Shai's on a mission. It's a 13-3 run from SGA and the OKC Thunder. Another mid-range jumper, and the Spurs have no answer for Shai in this quarter, and things have tightened up. The Spurs led by as many as 14 points. But here comes the stabilizing presence of De'Aaron Fox with his own mid-range jumper. 7 points for Fox. It's a 3-point lead for the Spurs, and this is going... I just have a feeling this is going to be a crazy game. Lou Dort tied the game for Mark Carpenter in the chat. It's bad for our spread, but it's good for SGA's assist count. We have a chance with that plus 500 parlay at the bottom of the screen. We have a chance, chat. So you're saying there's a chance. Keegan said the refs are letting them ball. Dennis said, got to be a flagrant when you don't even try to block the ball and tackle the guy. Lou Dort hit the 3 and tied the game, and the crowd's blowing the roof off the arena. Hit the like button for me, everyone. Smash that like button. Thanks a lot. Fox finds he wasn't open, but that was a makeable shot. Keldon Johnson missed a 3 in the corner. And now OKC has a chance to take the lead, and they do. Jalen Williams with the mid-range jumper. 5 assists for Shai. It's an 18-5 run for OKC. What a quarter from the OKC Thunder. The best defense in the league is shining at the moment. And we have free throws for Chet. Keldon Johnson fouled Chet Holmgren on a rebound attempt. And Chet hits the first free throw. It's a 19-5 run for the Spurs. They coughed up a 14-point lead. And I kid you not, guys. You guys see the look in Shai's face? Shai is balling right now. I'm not. This is the best half for him in the series. The best half of basketball. Not just with the scoring, but the way he's Shai's dictating the flow of the game, if you're watching it. EWM community and Jeff, they like what they're seeing. Like Will Finance, I see you. He said, where's Harper? Dennis said, I would have What? Another turnover. Spurs are down by 4. Another turnover for San Antonio. And this is a terrible stretch of basketball for San Antonio. You say he's looking like Bobby Portis? You mean when he opened his eyes like this? Let's go, Fox. No one bet on you but us today. Mr. Storage Room with the 3. 10 points in the first half for De'Aaron Fox. I don't think he scored 10 points in any half in this series. The first 3 the Spurs hit in 8 minutes of regulation. Thank you, Mr. Storage Room. Let's go, Keldon Johnson. That's why they subbed him back into the game 2 minutes ago. Keldon Johnson with the putback dunk. Everybody sit down. Everybody sit down. 30 seconds to go in the first half of Game 7. Keldon Johnson and De'Aaron Fox. Caruso just missed a bucket closer to the rim. Little Monster, that was crazy. You saw that, right? Monster? You need Chet's rebounds? How many does he have, Tasha? I'll check in a second. It's about to be halftime. Wemby off glass to steal the first half line for the OKC Thunder. For the Spurs. 10 points for Wemby. And that was a crazy half. I don't know what to make of that half. We're going to assess things now. I just have to refresh the tab I'm watching the game on. Hold on. Charlavani said Jalen Williams double-double plus 250. Let's roll, Charlavani. EWM said knocking out the champs at home is a tall order for any team. Little Monster said OKC money line. Yeah, like Will Finds J Darby. He was looking like Bobby Portis. That was a good half. I enjoyed watching that with you guys. Let's dive into the box score. Let's see if this is a good time to maybe add some live bets here. I will try. We've had some success during the playoffs with live same game parlays, 2-leg parlays, and I'll see if I can put something together for us right now. That was an exhilarating half of basketball. I do like what I saw from the Spurs in terms of just being competitive. We know what a monster this OKC team is at home, even when they're undermanned. They covered tons of games this season without Shai, without Jalen Williams. They have championship DNA. It's going to be difficult for the Spurs. I still like the Spurs to at least cover that pregame line. I think the margins are going to be really thin. These are 2 high-quality basketball teams. And but it does make you think if OKC was fully healthy for the entire series, fully healthy, 100% healthy, like, would this series have even gone to Game 7? OKC, we have to respect what OKC is doing, man. It's scary, man. They're not going away next year either. You guys think OKC is just going to fall off next year? Even the OKC haters don't believe that. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. Anytime soon. Let's dive into the box score. I'm looking for live plays. Hit the like button for me, everyone. I appreciate you. If you have any live bets in the chat, drop them. Like, how does Wemby have 3 rebounds in the first 5 minutes and doesn't rebound the ball since that moment? How? Someone explain this to me. I need answers, chat. I need answers. Yeah, only 2 free throws for Shai, and he still has 19 points. So, I mean, what are the Shai haters going to say this time, P-Patrol? Little Monster said, but Wemby will get his revenge. Jay Darby said, dynasty in the making, whether they win this year or not, in my opinion. They'll keep playing in these types of games, Jay Darby. Bank of Dennis says, Caruso is trash. Juan Chavez says, agreed. Guru says, you know what to make of it. They thought they saw an alien, but it was just a tall player. Keegan said Game 7 is not disappointing. Yeah, that's why. I just have to say one thing too, Dennis. I know you're mad at the league. You said the league is trash, the league's soft. I love the NBA. I don't agree with the people on social media that say the league is garbage, bad product, all that stuff. Those people they don't watch as much basketball as we do. So I think the NBA is in a good place. It is frustrating in the sports betting world, when you mix betting with it, our emotions will be involved. I fall victim to that at many times as well. But when you consider the athleticism, the advanced nature of coaching staffs, analytics as well, the level of talent in the league, the international talent that's been infused into the league as well, the three-point shooting, the level of shooting, the difficulty of the shot making that you see in the NBA on a night-in, night-out basis, I think the league is in a good spot. I mean, I think the NBA is a fantastic product, actually. That's just me. Yeah, I have to agree there too. Maybe that's what Dennis was talking about too, Little Monster. The officiating is poor at times. I think the NBA needs to invest in improving the officiating, the referee pool. I think they should invest more resources into that, and maybe create more systems to hold refs accountable on a consistent basis. Welcome back, Larry Mavid. DG37 just said, I just realized I cashed Casey Wallace over 3.5 rebounds at plus 132 with a boost. Let's go. Great call. Sharpest chat on earth is off to a winning start. EWM said, I would only watch Knicks games if I wasn't betting. Guru said it's getting better since all of the tankers are out. Yeah. Oh, how do you guys feel about I'm cooking up a little parlay here, guys. Hit the like button for me. How many likes do we have? Let's get the stream. I'm sure some people that joined the stream late did not hit the like button. Let's get the stream to like 125 likes, guys. 15 likes. 15 likes. I do know that historically, about 40% of the people that watch my content do not hit the like button. Let's get the stream to at least 125 likes. The YouTube algorithm has been punishing me for not being as active. So you guys can help my stream, increase visibility. Smash that like button for me. It only takes 1 second. I appreciate you all. Love the basketball conversation with you. How do you guys feel about the new anti-tanking rules that they initiated the other day? It's over for these tanking teams, guys. That was the Utah Jazz, the Wizards, their GM crying themselves to sleep the other day. The bottom 3 teams get worse odds at the number 1 pick now. Crazy. And the 8th seed is going to be in the lottery. Tanking is going to be way harder now. Next year, we might see dogfights all season long. Seriously, Jazz versus Grizzlies in April, in March, it might still be worth watching. It might still be worth watching. Okay, My bro, Larry Maven, man. I messaged you on Discord too, brother. Check your Discord DMs. We have a chance to cash that plus 574 parlay at the bottom of the screen. We have a chance. You guys didn't even tell me I spelled Shai's name wrong. I never do that. I just fixed it on the screen. Drop your live bets. The pace did slow down considerably in that second half. Whoa, Keldon Johnson only has 2 points. I'm running out of time. Hold on. I'm trying to find a second leg for this live bet, live parlay press. I won't force it, but how does Wemby have 3 rebounds? I might need to chill with the rebound bets as straight bets, you know? Maybe alt lines are better, lower ones. Shai to drop 30s minus 1400. Like what? Okay, I have a bet. Smash the like button. You guys want it? Everyone that didn't hit the like button and subscribe. I have a 2-leg parlay that pays plus 105. I'm dropping it on the screen right now. Let's get to 125 likes, everyone. Smash the like button. I'll put it on the screen right now before the second half starts. Okay, here we go. Here's the parlay. You see at the very bottom, it's a live bet. Live same game parlay. Devin Vassell, 10 plus points. Parlayed with Cason Wallace under 7.5 points. Cason Wallace under 7.5 points. Devin Vassell, 10 plus points. Plus 105 on FanDuel. I'm risking a half unit. Risking a half unit, chat. If you're tailing, let me know. I think we're cashing. It's aligned with my pregame. Those numbers are aligned with my pregame notes as well. I think we're cashing. If you're tailing, say tailing in the chat. And then here's another thing. Everyone that's watching, pick one team, Spurs or OKC. Who wins this basketball game? Best of luck, Jeff. He has an 80-1 live bet on Fox, 3 threes, and SGA 6 rebounds, McCain 10 points, Williams 3 assists. Best of luck. Big odds. I hope you cash. Stance, I just saw 3 rebounds for Wemby. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Peter, how's it going, fam? He said, what's going on? I got my city on tonight for sure. Enjoy the festivities, fam. Jay Darby said under 38.5 points. Best of luck. Larry Mavid said, I don't love the way they did it. Feels like there needs to be some sort of element or judgmental call to it. No reason to punish the bottom 3 teams if they're legitimately giving their all. You're talking about the tanking? Yeah, I understand your sentiment. DG37 said he bet Alex Caruso under 9.5 points and assists. Everyone pick a team. Everyone. Keegan said he tailed. Koloss, welcome back. Chet Holmgren under 16.5 PRA. Best of luck. Jay Darby is tailing. Best of luck to us. Joe Nesbitt said he has Shai to drop 30. Let's go, Joe Nesbitt. Keegan said Spurs. SK said tailing, Spurs win. Larry Mavis said I'll tail. Best of luck to us. Nothing's guaranteed, but best of luck to us. Bripple said Spurs. Best of luck, SK. My bro in the chat, SK. Big Facts said home team for him. Joe Nesbitt said he parlayed with a few others. Larry Mavis said Spurs for me. I'm riding with Corgi. Is that the dog on TikTok? Little Monster said fourth quarter over 52.5 plus 115. Best of luck, Little Monster. A novelty play, but it still is. You've been on it. You've been on it. Best of luck, Little Monster. Let's go. Jimmy NY said OKC to win by 1-10 for plus 174. Enjoy the game, Jimmy. I know you're waiting for the NBA Finals. Your Knicks are chilling at the crib. Bernard said OKC. Welcome back, Bernard. EWM said OKC as well. DH75 said tailed Wallace under. Let's go. Let's go, guys. And thank you all for being here. I do want, just before the third quarter starts, because it should be starting any moment now. It already started. Let me get back to it. Everyone that's in the chat, make sure you check out my daily WNBA picks. It's been a great start to the WNBA season. Check out my picks and tap in with me here on my channel. Turn notifications on. Everyone that's watching, turn notifications on so you don't miss my videos. And we are back to the action, so I'll tell you guys exactly what I see. So Jalen Williams missed a 3, Fox missed a 3, and now Caruso misses a contested shot close to the rim. Wemby grabs the rebound. Wow, Wemby grabbed the rebound, guys. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Okay, Devin Vassell with 9 points. He scored close to the rim for our little halftime parlay that we just bet. Best of luck to all, assisted by Stephon Castle, and the Spurs go up by 5. This guy's been huge today. Jalen Williams off the bench with 8 points, and it's a floater. Spurs up by 3. Wemby with 12 points. It's another Wemby dunk. Back up by 5. San Antonio with the advantage. Second half, Game 7 of the NBA Western Conference Finals. Winner advances to play the Knicks. Who gets it done? Uh-oh. Shai responds with a 3. It's Shai versus Wemby. Who will get it done? Who will be victorious? And Shai has a 3. That was huge. A moonshot. And it's a 2-point lead for the Spurs. Who will the Knicks play in the finals? The Knicks are sitting somewhere just watching this game, probably feeling great. Probably feeling great that these teams are exerting this much energy. Even though there's going to still be a few, there's still going to be a few days off between the this game and the NBA Finals. Uh-oh. OKC takes the lead. It's a Caruso 3. We have a Caruso sighting. And OKC leads by 1. And the fans are going nuts. The fans are going nuts. Caruso was wide open. Fox was too late on his defensive closeout. And Cason Wallace makes a huge defensive play on the other side of the court with a block shot. He just blocked Stephon Castle at the rim, swatted his shot. No joke. Bodies are on the floor. People are diving for loose balls. And it's OKC ball. It's OKC ball. And they're up by 1. And Shai's going to the line. The resilient Oklahoma City Thunder. And we have to, all jokes aside, that was a signature Shai play, the way he baited him into that foul. And I don't mean that in the best way. Okay? And Shai makes both free throws. It's a 10-2 run for the Thunder to start the second half. Whoa, that was huge. Champagnie with the 3, his 3rd of the game. And he's been huge during the NBA playoffs as a sort of super utility player. A specialist, a 3-and-D player, assisted by Stephon Castle. And Champagnie ties the game. Cason Wallace coughs it up. Stephon Castle forces another turnover. But then Fox turns it over. Lou Dort. There are so many great defenders on the court. And OKC calls timeout. They blink first. Tie game. In Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals, we have a chance to breathe. How's the sharpest chat on earth doing? Can you feel the energy? My bro Jared Weiss, welcome back, fam. One of the absolute realists in the chat. I hope you're doing. I hope you're feeling well, fam. Keegan said Wemby has to start the quarter hot. Little Monster's laughing. J Darby said I like it at plus 115. Tasha was tailing as well. Best of luck to us, Tasha. I'm just catching up. J Darby said on the 4th quarter over. It hit in every game in the series. Larry Mavis said, oh yeah, and I'm super salty at myself for not thinking of the race to 10 to 15 earlier. Missed out on so much free money in this series. Guru said Castle fouled him 3 times on that one play. Yeah. Welcome back, Jared. Redbeard, welcome back, brother. Yeah, that was a physical sequence, little monster. Jared Weiss says, "Can someone tell me why it takes them so long to put in Isaiah Hartenstein, the only guy who can bully Wemby?" I don't know. I wonder if he's gassed. Jared. I know, JW. Little Monster is funny, man. Little Monster has jokes. Thanks for hanging out with me, everyone. You guys are the absolute realists. The internet's funny, man. Game 7, I'm really enjoying this. Really enjoying this one. Let's see if we can cash a few tickets. I honestly don't know what's about to happen. So I mean, I'm hoping the Spurs cover, but this is a coin flip. This is a coin flip. I have a feeling we're going to witness something crazy tonight. Yeah, I remember that song too. Let the bodies hit the floor. Jerry Weiss says, yes, I took plus 800. There will be overtime. We have our overtime call in the chat. Jared, plus 800. Let's go. P Patrol said the game's going to be a classic. We're back from the timeout. I don't know why the scoreboard did not update here, but we're back from the timeout. So we'll just wait to see if there's something I missed. The ball did go out of bounds, so give it a second. Let me refresh it. Okay, it updated now. Yep, it was a kickball. Larry Mavid said for fun. Rolling with the OT bet. Let's go, Jared. Jared and Larry Mavid, they called out some crazy overtime calls in the playoffs. I remember you guys called it out at the Knicks that one time. That was crazy. Plus 1,800, plus 1,200. 3 free throws for Julian Champagnie. He got fouled in the corner shooting a 3. And who's that foul on? It's on Lou Dort. 5 rebounds for Wemby. You're only 9 foot tall. Hartenstein's in the game, Jared. Hartenstein is in the game. And Champagnie goes 2 of 3 at the line to give to give the Spurs a 2-point lead. And now we have a turnover from OKC. It's Jared McCain gets hit with the offensive foul. Dylan Harper and Keldon Johnson, energy, subbing into the game. Devin Vassell and De'Aaron Fox get a rest here. Alex Caruso subs in for Cason Wallace. Champagnie's on fire. Champagnie's on fire. It's another 3. And it's another assist from Stephon Castle. The connection is potent. And the Spurs go up by 5. Shai trying to drag his team to the finish line. 26 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with another smooth mid-range jumper. And the Spurs lead by 3. Wemby. Why are you not even going for the rebound? It's okay. They got the offensive board. And Dylan Harper scores a mid-range jumper assisted by Wemby. Nice bucket right over Alex Caruso. And the rookie is playing wise beyond his years. OKC has it. Alex Caruso missed a layup. He missed the layup. Dylan Harper in the fast break. What a pass to Champagnie. Dylan Harper with eyes in the back of his head. He gives it to Julian Champagnie, who hits his 5th 3 of the game. And the Spurs go back. The Spurs go up by 8. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Let's go. And Julian Champagnie, he's a streaky player, but when he's playing like this, he can shoot with anyone. We've seen that this season during this breakout campaign for him, and he has been a true difference maker today. But how about Dylan Harper with that ridiculous pass? A ridiculous pass from Dylan Harper. Did you see that? A dime. A dime. Yeah, Lou Dort's been bad, J Darby. I was gonna say Wemby looks tired, gassed, Jared. But he doesn't look like he's even breaking a sweat, Wemby. It's crazy. I don't think Wemby's tired. Something tells me he's saving something in the tank here for a 4th quarter push. I think Wemby takes over in the 4th quarter. I think Wemby Zach Zate, welcome back, bro. Welcome back, brother. Welcome back, Zach Zate. I think Wemby's saving something in the tank because DG, you see it too, right? It looks like he's saving something in the tank. It looks like Wemby's almost pacing himself. It's different than Game 5 where he just didn't show up. The efficiency was poor. Something is different about this version of Wemby. But either way, with the contributions that the Spurs are getting from the others, the Dylan Harpers, the Champagnies, the Vassells, Fox had a big first half, Luke Cornett played well defensively when Wemby picked up that second foul in the 2nd quarter. Scorpion said Chet disappeared again. Guru said no, Wemby is trash. Keegan said this game is fire. DG said I think so too, my guy. Guru said Harper rookie of the year. Zach said what a game. Keegan said McCain gave Vassell that judo takedown. J Darby said dumb foul on the closeout by Dort. Little Monster said they don't know Jay. Larry said, oh, you guys were talking about something before? Yeah, Guru's funny. That's my bro in the chat, man. Guru. At least he's consistent, you know? If Guru doesn't like you, he doesn't like you in the chat with these players. Simple. And he's consistent. He's not switching up. He said Wemby's trash, Luka's trash. I won't forget what you said about Luka a couple months ago. And you were saying that before the hamstring. I was like, what? What? Luka would be playing in this game right now if it wasn't for the hamstring. No, let me slow down. But don't get me started. What a terrible injury and the timing. You guys remember that regular season game when OKC was up by 50 and they didn't take Luka out of the game with that hamstring? Unbelievable. That ruined the Lakers season. That regular season game. I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm a Luka fan. I'm not a Laker fan. But that ruined that regular season game. That decision by JJ Redick destroyed any chances the Lakers had to compete this season. How do you put Luka back into that game? We're back. Charlevani said Champagnie 21 plus points, plus 115. Let's go. Best of luck, Charlevani. Redbeard said, are you ready? Let's go. Are you talking about the song? Okay. Ride the wave. Let's go, Charlevani. Guru said never switch up. Like Will Finance said I'm in New York, but there's a 5 or 6 second delay based on how you're announcing the game. Yeah, maybe scroll the stream back like 5 seconds, 6 seconds to match it, sync it with your feed or your TV channel. Because I'll let you guys know I'm watching it live. Right? It's not even the scoreboard. Like I'm watching it right here live. Turnover from Caruso, followed by a turnover from Stephon Castle. So a couple of turnovers after that timeout. And Wemby's playing football with these guys. These guys are pushing each other around. It's a physical basketball game. It's game 7. Big time bragging rights, especially on social media. It's going to be crazy. 6 rebounds for Wemby now after Kenrich Williams misses a heavily contested floater right in front of the rim. Great call, Little Monster, with that first half over 108.5. Great call, brother. It's a 16-2 run for the Spurs because Victor Wembanyama hit his second 3 of the game to give him 15 points. It's an 11-point lead for the Spurs. And Tasha cashed Wemby over 1.5 threes in the chat. Congratulations, Tasha. Uh-oh. They're creating separation. It's all Shai, man. Shai's alone right now. Look at the lineup on the court. Shai's by himself. Right now. He's playing spectacular basketball, and it might not matter. Wemby can smell it. We're still a long way from that, though. OKC down by 11. Yeah, especially since they slowed down now, Little Monster. The fourth quarter over. Bet the over for the fourth quarter. You might see a ton of free throws in the fourth quarter here. Hard foul on Stephon Castle, and it looks like that's revenge. Did you guys see what Stephon Castle just did to Alex Caruso? That was revenge for the first half for when Caruso pulled him down. Caruso's not even sweating it though. Stephon Castle knows what he did, but the bad thing about that is that wasn't even a hard foul though. He just blocked his path at the last second. I take it back. It wasn't a hard foul. He just jumped in front of him when he had no chance to make a play. But the bad thing about that is that was the 4th foul for Stephon Castle. That was the 4th foul for Stephon Castle, chat. And Caruso goes 2 for 2 at the line. He makes Castle and the Spurs pay. Uh-oh, Jared McCain just subbed back in. They need offense. Jared McCain just subbed back in. 6 rebounds for Hartenstein after Keldon Johnson just missed a layup. And Shai turns it over. A rare Shai mistake in today's game. In this game, he throws it out of bounds. Free throws for Keldon Johnson. Apologies, Chet. I had to log back into something on my phone. Free throws coming for Keldon Johnson. Spurs still up by 9. They have a chance to go back up by double digits here. Winner gets a trip to the NBA Finals. Loser gets a trip to Cancun. Taking trips tonight. Someone's going to the finals. Someone's going to Cancun. I want Keldon Johnson to knock both of these free throws down. He missed the first. He missed the first. And now Shai's going to the line. I think Wemby just picked up his 3rd foul of the game. Yeah, Wemby didn't sit long. Shai hits the free throw. Shai goes 2 for 2 at the line. 3 fouls on Wemby, 4 fouls on Castle. Keldon Johnson just missed a 3. And OKC has it again, down by 8. 3.5 minutes to go. This is the super defensive lineup with Cason Wallace and Alex Caruso on the perimeter and Isaiah Hartenstein on the court as well. That was a wide open 3 that Keldon Johnson just missed. And Shai's going back to the line. I think the Spurs should have called a timeout. And Shai has 29 points. If he hits this next free throw, it's 3 free throws for Shai, by the way. He's about to have 30 easily before the 4th quarter, like it's the regular season. We used to cash with Shai to score 30 before the 4th quarter, consistently. And it was a foul by Devin Vassell, and apparently this game is far from over. He makes all 3 free throws, and Shai is literally putting OKC on his back. Whoa, 7 rebounds for Wemby. So you're saying there's a chance? I can't believe we haven't seen a putback from Wemby. Devin Vassell just missed 2 shots in the same possession, but they grab another offensive rebound. And this time Wemby misses. 3 missed shots in that possession. And the Spurs missed a great opportunity. And unfortunately, Keldon Johnson commits the foul that's going to send OKC back to the free throw line. Three fouls on Keldon Johnson. Alex Caruso hits the first, and he has 8 points all of a sudden after a slow start to the game. It's only a 3-point game, guys. Okay, Fox responds. Something positive happens for the Spurs. Spurs went up by 11. OKC cut to 3 in seconds. And Fox with the floater. Nice move, too, with the decel. And then the floater switching hands over Hartenstein. OKC ball. Spurs up by 5. Oh, De'Aaron Fox is going to the free throw line. Fox is going to the free throw line. If he hits these, I think he has a chance for 15. His pregame points line was only 12.5, by the way. That 15-point line was an alt line on that pregame parlay, but OKC's challenging it. Alex Caruso doesn't agree. Let's see. Oh, man, they're going to win this challenge. They're going to win this challenge, unfortunately. I don't think Fox is going to shoot free throws. That was all ball. That was all ball. Yep, that's all ball. Welcome back, MK Hanada. My bro MK Hanada in the chat. And here's the ruling on the court. They won the challenge. I was right. Very unfortunate. We needed those free throws. from Fox, and for multiple reasons. And they said it's a block shot. But OKC does nothing with it. Shai misses a layup. Spurs ball up by 5. A trip to the NBA Finals on the line. And Stephon Castle misses a corner 3. He's 5 for 13 from the field. An inefficient night from Stephon Castle, but he's affected the game in different ways. Wemby's the one not doing anything. It's wild. And Chet grabbed his 4th rebound of the game. And here comes OKC once again. They will not go quietly. It's Jalen Williams. With his first 3 of the game, 11 points, big contribution from Jalen Williams off the bench, 6 assists from Shai. We need 2 more assists from Shai, chat. We need 2 more from Shai. And the crowd is in the building. Williams is usually usually brings the energy, and this is an electric Game 7 tonight in the NBA. Who wins, chat? I said the margins are going to be thin today. They're going to be slim, razor thin margins today. Keegan bet overtime at plus 1,000 in the chat. You guys are rolling with OT with Jared and Larry in the chat. Zach says the Wild Wild West. That's what I'm saying, Stan. About Wemby's rebounds. Jay Darby said the free throws from Shai on the sideways shot. Steven Adams in the building. He had a good run with OKC. Steven Adams in the building. That 2-man game with Russell Westbrook. That was pretty potent after KD left, remember? And we're back from the timeout. OKC is down by 2. I have a bet on the Spurs plus 3.5 tonight. Devin Vassell missed a corner 3, but here comes Stephon Castle crashing in for the offensive rebound. And then we have a foul. It's going to send him to the free throw line. Wemby's going to shoot 2 free throws. Jalen Williams fouls Wemby. And Wemby with the flop. No, I'm just joking. Wemby giving them some of their own medicine. Flopping Wemby. Wait till you see the slow motion angle on the replay. Flopping Wemby. But wait. That's not popular to say in this current NBA environment amongst fans. Wemby said, I can flop too. But I like it. I need it. MK Hanada, the chat's rocking with overtime. I'm rocking with the chat, so let's go. Overtime it is. Overtime to the moon, chat. The monster say, can the alien pull it off? I have Spurs minus 2.5 and a hedge on OKC money line. Maybe you can get a middle. The margins are thin. J Darby, yes, Steven Adams is a beast. Wemby goes 1 for 2 at the line. He missed the second free throw, and Lou Dort grabs the rebound. Jared McCain walks it up the court. We're under a minute to go in the third quarter. And we have, we caught a break there. Cason Wallace missed an open 3. Fox was just a second too late. And now Dylan Harper tried to flop, but they didn't get the call. The Spurs raced the other way before Dylan Harper traveled on the ground. Fox slows it down, taking time off the clock, trying to make it difficult for OKC to get a decent shot after this possession. Two-man game with Wemby that we haven't seen much of today. Wemby with the turnaround jumper, and it rims out. And Cason Wallace misses a half-court heave. And we have a chance to cash some bets, but a chance is not good enough unless it happens. Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. Redbeard said big tree fall hard. Like Will Finance said, it's not a flop. Wemby's legs are weak. He'll have to work on that during the offseason. You guys are making some good points. Redbeard said OT. The gap closed, though. You guys are, if OT catches, the chat's going off. Jared said he's rolling with Wemby 25 plus at plus 880 on FanDuel. How many points does he have now? 16? And it's plus 880? That's crazy. T-Flow said, I need 6 points or rebounds from Hartenstein to hit a nice parlay and a 3 from either Caruso or Wallace or both to help make this a profitable night. I hope you cash. I hope you cash. Thanks for being here, guys. Hit the like button. Also, if you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe and check out my channel. Click on my channel. Check out some of my work. If you guys can interact or comment on my channel YouTube page where I post messages and stuff, recaps. I would love to see you guys in the chat. All of you, hit the like or comment there on my YouTube channel page. I'm gonna post there a lot more. The WNBA is going great so far. It's going really well in terms of my predictions. So take a second to turn notifications on and subscribe so you don't miss out on my video uploads for predictions as we await for this fourth quarter to start in this electric Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. Welcome back, Wilso Tang. Yeah, overtime. Oh, best of luck, Wilso. Zach said, yep, last quarter, no idea who's going to win. Absolute madness. P Patrol said this game's going down to the wire. I'm calling a Caruso game winner. Best of luck, T-Flow. Best of luck, everyone, man. Jared, best of luck, bro. J Darby said 25 from Wemby is even money from what I see. SK said insane. Guru said Blue Jays trash. Yo, that's where I draw the line, Guru. No Blue Jays slander here. There are plenty of other streams for that. No, I'm just joking. Guru's all right with me. That's absolutely where I draw the line. Either way, all jokes aside, back to the game. Fourth quarter is starting. Welcome to you guys. The sharpest chat on earth. The greatest chat on earth. Free throws for Wemby to start the fourth quarter. Gotta love it. Flopping Wemby. No, I'm just joking. Spurs fans would be so mad if they heard me saying that. Whoa, he missed the first free throw. And Wemby misses the first free throw. The foul was on Chet Holmgren, by the way. He makes the second. Spurs up by 4. OKC's ball. Shai is not on the court. Shai is not on the court. He's getting some rest here. And they get offense without Shai. It's Jared McCain with a mid-range jumper assisted by Alex Caruso. And it's back to a 1-possession game. Spurs by 2. Early fourth quarter. Whoa! And the Spurs punch back. It's Keldon Johnson. After a slow start to the game, he contributes early in this fourth quarter with a 3. And it's De'Aaron Fox with the assist for OKC ball. Spurs up by 5. OKC ball here. They're into their half-court set. Whoa, Cason Wallace responds. I don't want to see that for our halftime bet. That's the first shot No. Actually, he missed a 3 in the third. Cason Wallace with a huge 3 to cut it back to 2. And that was crazy. Another 3 for Keldon Johnson. And Wemby with the assists. 9 points for Keldon Johnson. The role players are playing very well tonight for the Spurs, and they go back up by 5. Bang! Sorry, bang! We have a shot clock violation on OKC. Yeah, there's that Wallace 3, T-Flow. Good job. I need him to stay under 7.5. Wemby's going back to the free throw line. And the foul's on Jalen Williams. The foul's on Jalen Williams, chat. Wemby makes the first free throw. And he makes both. Spurs up by 7. And I did say we'd see a ton of free throws in this game and late in this game. And we are, the fourth quarter is not disappointing. If you're a fan of free throws, this is the game for you. Because Alex Caruso is going to the free throw line after he tried to dunk on Wemby. And Wemby doesn't agree with the call. He doesn't agree with any call. Wemby doesn't agree with any call. Maybe the ball doesn't lie because Caruso missed the free throw. There's that 15 plus for Fox. 15 points for De'Aaron Fox. And the Spurs go up by 9. If Shai can get to 8 assists and the Spurs win, we will cash the plus 570 parlay I shared before the stream started. But unfortunately, we just lost with my live bet at halftime. Cason Wallace with another 3, and this OKC team will not go anywhere. They just won't go away. And they're trading threes here. We're getting an explosion of scoring to start the fourth quarter. Wemby with the three, his third three of the game, 22 points, making it look easy. And the Spurs go back up by 9. Okay, this might be this is amazing. Keldon Johnson with a layup in transition. 13-4 run for the Spurs. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Where's the chat? Chat, stand up. Let me hear you. Spurs plus 3.5 on deck. Can we get Hartenstein under 8.5? How many points does Hartenstein have? Let me check how many points Hartenstein has. Let me get back into the chat. How do you feel? How do you feel, chat? Timeout OKC. 31 for Shai. And I did say before this game started, this was going to be the game where the absence of Jalen Williams, aka J-Dub, and AJ Mitchell will be felt by OKC. This is the game where, in aggregate, over the course of a 7-game series, their lack of health will catch up to them. It's not over yet, but the Spurs are up by 11 points with 8 minutes remaining. And I love what I'm seeing. If we can get 2 assists from Shai, we have a chance to cash the plus 500 parlay. And it sucks because I got greedy and made it 8+ assists instead of 6. If it was 6, the parlay would have paid like plus 220. We would have had a great chance to cash. Zach Zayd said, let's make some noise. Jay Darby said, if OKC was healthy, like you said earlier, we wouldn't even be watching this game. Now, I do agree there. Welcome back, Aaron Lakers. He said, come on, SGA, 2 more assists. I would love to see it. DG37 said he'll get it. Like Wolf Finance said, facts. I believe the injuries hurt OKC. Yeah, they didn't use it as an excuse, and I don't think they will. But we all know that generally the healthier teams have a better chance. That's sports. That's life, right? So, but I did not think that it's too much pressure on Shai, but it's still a game. This next sequence is going to determine the game. Can the Spurs create more separation? Because they haven't been able to blow OKC out in this game. Every time they go up by 10, 11 points, OKC comes back and cuts it to 2 or 3. Or will OKC do what they've done all game and make this a game again? Find out next time on. And we are back from the timeout. And I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. A couple of my unders are blowing up in the fourth quarter. It's not over yet, but Isaiah Hartenstein with the dunk, and he draws the foul. And it's an and one. But the good thing for us in that play is that we did get that 7th assist from Shai. 7 assists from Shai. Hartenstein makes the free throw. It's back to a single-digit game. 8-point lead for the Spurs. 8-point lead for the Spurs. 7.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And De'Aaron Fox misses a 3. OKC catches a break. Jared McCain misses a 3 on the other end. And OKC cannot capitalize off the good defensive stance. Spurs ball. Keldon Johnson with the rebound. And McCain missed that shot badly. And Devin Vassell is slumping. He's 3 of 13 from the field after bricking that mid-range jumper. And is this where the OKC Thunder defense digs in a bit? Tired legs out there. This is game 7. A physically taxing series. And Shai hits another signature mid-range jumper. What a shot from Shai. As he backs down De'Aaron Fox and hits the turnaround jump shot. Timeout Spurs. 33 points for the MVP. 5 fouls for Wemby. It's not good. It's not good, chat. Jared, Larry, it's not good. It's only a 6-point game. The Spurs are in choke territory right now. They need to hold it together. This is going to be where Luke Cornett is going. They need Luke. And you know what's crazy? I kid you not. If you guys just saw that shot that Shai hit, Wemby was holding Isaiah Hartenstein when the ball was in the air when Shai just made that shot. Wemby was holding Hartenstein, but Shai made the shot and the refs didn't call it. Wemby needs to be careful. That could have easily been a foul there. I just saw it as the game went to commercial. Like Will Finance said, who called OT? Jared did initially. Larry Mavid as well. A few people tailed them. Welcome back, Redbeard. Yeah, I need nothing from Hartenstein for the rest of the game. Nothing. I need him to finish with 7. Finish with 8 for all I care. Under 8.5. Who wins? Vote on the poll. Also, everyone, join my Discord that's pinned in the chat. For those who are not following me on social media, you can follow me. I'm Myguyknowsaguy. This is my YouTube channel. You can follow me on X, Twitter, at Myguyknowsaguy, and Instagram as well. Connect with me there. Or if you're into Discord, you can join our free Discord group chat where we talk about sports predictions all the time. Give it a chance. Click the link in the chat and verify yourself. I do want to say thank you. This community is nothing without you. I'm only half of the equation. You guys are the sharpest chat on earth for a reason. And you make it much more enjoyable to watch these games. Let's keep it going. P-Patrol said he was hovering the button to bet OKC moneyline plus 520, but didn't do it. I hope I don't regret it. Shai's locked in. Are they going to be able to get stops? I want to see the Spurs cover the spread. I actually don't mind if OKC wins. I mean, I just want the Spurs to either win or lose by 3 or less. Ernest Phillips says Vassell 1 more 3. Vassell has this is a high volume day for Devin Vassell. Devin Vassell's 3 for 13 from the field. Sorry, guys, I had a bit of a malfunction there. We are back to the action. Game 7, NBA Western Conference Finals. Two juggernauts. And Isaiah Hartenstein with a defensive play, a great defensive play. But here comes Luke Kornet out of nowhere to block Isaiah Hartenstein in the fast break. What a play from Luke Kornet. And this is where his presence is going to be needed with Wemby in foul trouble. Stephon Castle has it top of the key. He gets the screen, a ghost screen. A little nudge on Caruso to create some separation, and the refs don't see it. Castle hits the mid-range jumper. Stephon Castle, 14 points. What a block from Luke Kornet a couple of seconds ago. And Wemby subs back into the game with 5 fouls. 5:49 on the clock. How do you feel about this, chat? Do you think with Kornet looking fresh out there defensively, they should have let Wemby sit for a minute or two in case he fouls out? But Luke Kornet got it done right there, man. That was monster stuff. Or do you think there's enough cachet, enough trust with the coaching staff for Wemby to be disciplined enough for the rest of this game? It doesn't matter now because Cason Wallace turns it over and the Spurs capitalize with another 3 from Julian Champagnie. 6 threes today for Julian Champagnie. 20 points to put the Spurs up by 9. And Caruso scores. There's the 8th assist, chat. We just got the 8th assist from Shai. We got the 8th assist from Shai. If the Spurs win this game, we will cash a plus 574 parlay. A plus 574 parlay. That will make up for a couple of those losses. Caruso scored right at, yeah, no, sorry. No. Couple of brick shots here. We're in clutch time officially, and OKC's in trouble. Dylan Harper with the putback layup off the Champagnie 3. They tried to feed the hot hand, and Dylan Harper comes crashing in for an offensive rebound. Second chance scoring opportunity. He was unaccounted for. 2 bodies on Wemby. Dylan Harper was unaccounted for. He scores to put the Spurs up by 11. 104-93 San Antonio Spurs. 4:26 on the clock with a trip to the Western Conference Finals on the line. And I feel good about our San Antonio Spurs plus 3.5 bet. Yeah, they haven't been too bad so far, Larry. Keegan said they should have waited, but hey, either way, it worked out for now. Up by 11. And the Spurs can smell it. And the Spurs can smell victory. Luke Kornet, they just showed the highlight. Luke Kornet with a ridiculous block 2 minutes ago. A perfect defensive play. 7-footer against 7-footer against Hartenstein. And that was a ridiculous play. Let's go, DG37. Let's go. You said keep the points? Let's go. Stan, I hope you cash with Vassell. Let's go, Redbeard. All the real ones in the chat. Real ones in the chat. Absolute real ones in the chat. And we're back from the timeout. Shai. No one can say Shai didn't show up here, but I mean, he's facing a complete team that's not injured. Shai just hit another jumper, 35 points. And the Spurs call a quick timeout instantly. And that's what Mitch Johnson does. Spurs head coach Johnson. He stems, he uses his timeouts as a preventative measure. The conversations on social media are going to be crazy. I hope to see you guys in my Discord, my free Discord. It's pinned in the chat. Join. I hope to see you there after the game as well. Let's talk about what we saw. Let's keep the convo rolling even when I'm not streaming. If the Spurs win the money line, we're going to catch that parlay. It'll be a winning stream. No matter what happens, for all the real ones that actually watch. Shout out to all of you. And we're back from the timeout. That's how you respond. Dylan Harper with the 3. 12 points for the rookie. Playing like D Wade out there. And the Spurs were up by 12. Cason Wallace with another 3 himself. 4 threes for Cason Wallace. And is back to a 9-point lead. 9-point game, 3:30 on the clock. The Spurs can taste it. We might have a Spurs versus Knicks NBA Finals matchup on deck, chat. But Jalen Williams said, hold up. Not yet, my guy knows a guy. He just blocked Stephon Castle, and it's OKC ball, down by 9, 3 minutes to go. Spurs ball, Jalen Williams just missed him long too and it went out of bounds. But they can't capitalize. Chet Holmgren with the block. Dylan Harper gets blocked and it's still a 9-point game. But OKC is running out of time. They're down by 9. Wow, they're down by 6 now. Cason Wallace with another 3. 15 points for Wallace. He had a big second half. 13 points in the second half for Cason Wallace to cut it by 6, to cut it to 6. 9 assists for Shai. Can the Spurs hold on for us for that spread? 2 minutes to go. Welcome back, Robert Thompson. Like Woe Finance Stan, all of you. MK Hanada. Cason Wallace is locked in. He just stole the ball from Stephon Castle, and this game is not over. If OKC can get points on this possession, let's see what they do. Julian Champagnie was so key today. He just blocked Shai. And that was such a key play. He got a piece of that 3. He made it an air ball. Devin Vassell subs in for Dylan Harper. He just subbed in for Dylan Harper as we speak, like, whoa. Yep, Zag8, let's go. Yeah, Robert, yeah, Chet was a letdown for sure. Chet sort of got exposed in this series. It's a bad matchup against Wemby. They actually just subbed Chet out for Jared McCain. That's how poor he's playing. It's a 2-possession game in a game 7, and they subbed him out without being in foul trouble for Jared McCain just because they need scoring on the court, and Chet just cannot get it done. And that might be the knockout blow. Stephon Castle, off the offensive rebound, another putback layup from the Spurs team that will not quit. A lot of respect for Cason Wallace, guys. He just scored again. A layup this time. Cason Wallace, much respect to Cason Wallace, man. But the Spurs are trying to cash for us. It's a 6-point game. Less than 1 minute to go. 42 seconds to go. And the Spurs call timeout. They're 42 seconds away from going to the NBA Finals. Great call, Jay Darby, with the Stephon Castle live bet 16+. Let's go. Great call. Congrats. Keegan said, watch Vassell hit a 3 to put it away. Ben J in the chat said, Shah. MK Hanada said, he said, haha, Shai. MK Hanada said, come on, overtime. And they're almost at the finish line. They're almost at the finish line. I will be making content, preview content as well, predictions content here on my channel for the NBA Finals, and other content covering the NBA Finals on my second channel, My Guy Knows Ball. Click my YouTube channel and subscribe to my other channel, My Guy Knows Ball, for recaps, analysis that don't have anything to do with sports betting. And the channel that you're watching here on this stream is all, sports predictions related. So the best of both worlds. Gonna get to work on that for you all. I'll be locked in for the NBA Finals. I hope to see you here for live streams for the entire NBA Finals. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Squad said, give me a Caruso 3. I hope that happens for you. And that's what you get? A Kenrich Williams 3? Stephon Castle turned it over. Shai has it. And Shai gets fouled by Stephon Castle. I think OKC should put more trust in Cason Wallace offensively next season. They don't run sets or plays for him at all. I know he's a defensive-minded player, but he can shoot the basketball. Cason Wallace should be featured in that offense a bit more next season. Welcome back, Redbeard. No Cap Don said the Spurs are going to punish the Knicks. You think so? The Knicks did beat them in the NBA Cup final. It's a different level now, though, the NBA Finals. A series is different, though. And it's over. It's almost over. Caruso missed the 3. Off the Shai, steal, and the ball goes out of bounds. And this one is it's almost over. And they shot themselves out of the game. Cason Wallace missed a 3, a deep 3 with 12 seconds. And the result is a formality at this point. Devin Vassell just scored. He got to 10 points, 5 assists for Fox. And that's going to do it. That's going to do it. That was the dagger. Spurs win Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. 111-103. What an amazing basketball game. I love this league. I love this community. Shout out to you guys. The Spurs are going to the NBA Finals. We cashed. Look at Wemby. Wemby's crying like he won the finals. What am I seeing right now? This isn't the finals yet, but they're so young. I mean, this is a journey that, I don't know what this feels like, so how they're feeling. So who am I to rain on their parade? The Spurs cashed the bet for us, chat. The Spurs cashed the bet for us. Spurs plus 3.5 is a winner. Isaiah Hartenstein under 8.5 points is a winner. We lost with Wemby's rebounds in the live halftime parlay, but we won plus 574 parlay that I shared before the game for the real ones that watch the stream. Spurs money line, De'Aaron Fox 15 plus points, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander 8 plus points, plus 574 to make it a winning stream about up around 2.5 units. And I want to say much love to you. I truly love this community. We're going to keep this going for as long as we can. Thank you so much for that super chat donation in the chat. My brother Jay Darby, one of the absolute realists. He said, much love, my guy. Great stream like always. I appreciate the work you put in for the community. I appreciate you, brother. No joke. You're one of the absolute realists. Always keeping it so real. Thank you so much, fam. And not even just the super chat. Just, interacting with me on social media, all sorts of stuff, bro. You're a real one. Thank you so much. And we're going to keep this going, man. Always rooting for you and everyone else here, fam. Let's keep it going. Keegan, T-Flow, Who Cashed, Just Monotone, No Cap Don, Under Pressure, Larry Mavid. Let's go. Let's go. I told you guys a long time ago, I love a Game 7. You guys remember I was hyped when the Sixers beat the Celtics in the first round in Game 7. Similar vibes tonight. Almost. I say almost. Going to get to work on making sure the NBA Finals, not making sure, but nothing is guaranteed, but trying to my hardest to make the NBA Finals an enjoyable and profitable one for us here on the channel. Much love to the real ones in the chat. Under Pressure, Zach Zate, No Cap Don, all of you. Shout out to Julian Champagnie. Shout out to Dylan Harper. De'Aaron Fox. They covered Wemby's, I'm not going to say flaws, but they backed Wemby up in this game. Seriously. Luke Cornett with one of the best defensive plays you will see in the NBA playoffs when he blocked Isaiah Hartenstein. And the people are going crazy on social media. Join the Discord. Squad Hawk, Keegan, everyone, Tasha, Jared, my bro Mike, MK Hanada, Redbeard, DG, Charlavani, Stan, Likewell Finance, DG37. Go over to my Twitter account, Myguyknowsaguy. Run up my account for me. Help my work be seen by other people. Let's carry the conversation over into the Discord. Scorpion as well, Lookout Media. I'm locked in as well. I'm locked in with the WNBA. I hope to see more of you watch my video when I post for the WNBA. I am going to be traveling across town to visit my sister tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to bet the WNBA tomorrow, but Monday for sure if I don't tomorrow. Turn notifications on and subscribe to my channel. Let's go back over to the look, they're already photoshopping Giannis in the jersey. I told you what they've been saying. You see the jersey? People thought I was crazy. This has been floating around on social media. Push the red button. Trade Chet and other assets for Giannis. They're already photoshopping Giannis in the NBA jersey, in the OKC jersey. Yeah, much respect to Shai. Much respect to Cason Wallace. They didn't have enough. Wemby gets it done. I want to say we're gonna have a rematch of the 1999 NBA Finals, New York Knicks versus San Antonio Spurs. Place your bets. I'm gonna drop videos for you here on the channel. Check out my other channel, My Guy Knows Ball, Guru, Speak Your Mind, everyone, Redbeard, Larry Mavid, Will Sotang, THC Jack, Keegan, Tasha. Congrats, Tasha. Just Monotone, Scorpion, No Cap Don, Zach Zate, Larry Mavid, Ben J, Squad Hawk, and everyone that was here earlier too, Little Monster, Jared, Mike, Charlavani, Ernest Phillips, Likewell Finance, P Patrol, T Flow, Aaron Lakers, Zobo, speak your mind. Much love to everyone in the chat. If there's anyone I missed, I can't scroll back to the very beginning, but I truly appreciate you guys being here more than you know. I'll see you in the Discord. I'm gonna post a recap on social media. I love a good brag. Everyone loves a good brag every now and then. I have to say, with OKC being injured, with no Jalen Williams, with no AJ Mitchell, we're probably going to get a much more entertaining NBA Finals between the Spurs and the Knicks. So that's just the way it is. Health prevails in aggregate, not every time, but. And thank you so much for that super chat donation, Mike, as well. One of the absolute realists. He cashed with the Spurs as well. He said, we cashed, bro. Another 20 for you. See you in the finals. So happy the Spurs won. I'll see you as well, Mike. Tap in with my WNBA videos as well. And thank you so much for that kind gesture. One of the absolute realists. Definitely means a lot. Enjoy your night, everyone. I'll be in Discord. I'll be on Twitter. You guys can connect with me on Instagram if you guys don't Twitter, if you guys don't use Discord. Let's carry the chat over into my Discord. Have a great night. It's Myguyknowsaguy here on my sports predictions channel. No one's doing it like us in terms of live predictions. And more than half is because of you guys. What a game. Where are the NBA haters at now? The product is bad. Much love to you all. Enjoy your night, everyone. And remember, don't chase your losses. Always be responsible. Enjoy life. And remember that the best is yet to come. I'll see you all next time with a WNBA picks video. Turn notifications on and subscribe. Enjoy your night.